Let's get it. Let's get it. I just got off of a live. Let me get my audio situated. Let me get my audio straight because I literally just got off of a live of a blogger whom I ended his career. Straight because I literally just got off. I end bloggers' careers. A lot of people pop up. They say, yo, Mikey T, where is such and such? I don't know where such and such is since I left him in a ditch. I end these careers of these bloggers, these rappers. There's a couple that I done left. I left them by wayside. And tonight, it looks like I've got to respond to Hassan Campbell. Tonight, it looks like I've got to respond to Mr. Hassan Campbell, who took issue with me doing an interview with one of his ops. He took issue with me doing an interview with one of his ops, you guys. So we're going to be talking about that tonight. Everybody hit that like button right when you're tapping in here. Hit that like button. Hit the chat. Let me know what city you're tapped in from. Let me know what city and state you're tapping in from right now. We got an epic live video for y'all tonight. I got an epic video. We're going in tonight, man. We're going in tonight. Hassan Campbell has said my name. Hassan Campbell actually gave me he tried to put a moniker on me. He tried to give me a gimmick. Hassan, the only one that has a gimmick in this rap shit between us is you. You're the one who had a gimmick. You're the one who had to finagle his way into the music industry. After it didn't work out with African Bambaataa, you had to find a way to smuggle yourself into the industry. Am I right? When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I could have been right. So that means I was right. And you know about your situation, Hassan, I'm dead ass right. I'm dead ass right. Hassan, where did you meet Mr. Bambaataa? At McDonald's? Did you meet him at McDonald's, my friend? Oh, Mom, Dad, he's going to help my rap career. Can't you help your own rap career? That's how I did it. That's how I got into the game and did it. I helped myself. I contacted people on my own. Freaky Zeke, my first interview, has nothing to do with where I live, where I grew up. Nothing to do with that. Has nothing to do with that. What it had to do with is how I knew who Freaky Zeke was. The determination that I had to get involved in this beautiful game that I'm now involved in. This amazing hip-hop culture where we actually talk about hip-hop. We don't talk about conspiracy theories. We don't talk about conspiracy theories over here, Mr. Campbell. But I'm about to turn your ass into some soup. Let's go. What up? What up? We got New Jersey up in here. We got New Jersey in the house. New Jersey's in the building. What's up, Philadelphia? Appreciate you tapping in from Philly. Everybody tapping in, man. Badlands, North Philly in the building. Repping out here in the Mexican desert. What's up? Appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody hit that like button. Share this video. Hassan Campbell crossed the line. Hassan Campbell crossed the line because he's going to try and tell me what I can and cannot blog about. He's going to try and tell the man that went to Trinidad. I went to Trinidad and interviewed Bangum Smurf. And then I came back to New York. You know, when you were in whatever studio you were in, getting somebody some hot soup and tea, as if that's a combination anybody has outside of your division. That's what y'all do. You know what I was doing? I was in the G Unit offices. I was in Manhattan at the G Unit offices. Everybody says, oh, you mess with Bangum Smurf. Why are you at the G Unit offices? Please don't tell me who I can and who I cannot interview. Don't ever in your career tell me who I can and cannot work with. That's one thing you're not going to do. You're not going to tell me I can't work with 10 Toes Down, one of the most charismatic, one of the most intriguing, entertaining, new upcoming bloggers out there, especially when I sent word out to Hassan Campbell. I spoke on the phone, apparently, to Hassan Campbell. At least that's what I was told by one of Hassan Campbell's friends. I spoke with Hassan. We touched on Arab. I was letting him know about what I was doing with Arab. Hassan had no idea. I guess he's too busy fighting for his own revolution, right? Fighting for the war or whatever the hell he's talking about. How about we fight for our hip-hop artists? Instead of coming online and taking shots at Casanova, instead of coming online and taking shots at the YSL guys, instead of making implications and not defending your own New York artists like Mano and Jim Jones. PA all day. We got Brooklyn in the house. Much love. Brooklyn's in the house. Much love to everybody tapping in. So, you know, I'm wondering, you guys. I'm wondering, what is this about? Is this about the layaway? Is it about the layaway? Is it about the fake jewelry? And by the way, shout out to 10 Toes Down. He's actually doing some major work right now. Doing some shit with WAKA, FLOCKA, BIMMY and all that. Apparently Bobby Shmurda. Shout out to 10 Toes Down. He's making some movements in the industry. So please don't tell me who I can and who I can't work with, especially when I reached out to Hassan Campbell and I let Hassan Campbell know. I let Hassan know, yo, I'm going to be doing an interview with 10 Toes Down. I would like you to come on the channel as well. I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit. I've been able to build a great relationship with 10 Toes Down, but just because we have a great relationship, it wasn't going to stop me from reaching out to Hassan Campbell. And that's just the fact of the matter. Just like I told you, I've interviewed Yo Gotti and I've interviewed Young Dolph. Rest in peace. I'm not going to let my grind be stunted. I'm not going to let anybody stall out my grind. I don't want to hear that. What it do, New Zealand. Appreciate you. Queen, appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody share this video. Elton says Hassan Campbell is a hater. Facts. Hassan Campbell's a hater. He's hating on me doing an interview with 10 Toes Down. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you're saying 10 Toes Down came up dissing my name. You know, that just goes to show you that you'll never be able to be as great. You will never be able to be as great as 10 Toes Down. Why? He can captivate an audience talking about whatever. And you, Hassan, you have to put the Lobby Boyz in your headlines. You're not charismatic. 10's funny. 10 is hilarious. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to ignore an influencer because you don't like him? You're not paying my mortgage. You're not paying for my car tires when I got to exchange them shits. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to pay my car bill. That shit's paid. You ain't saying, Mikey T, yo, let's start the Mikey T, the Movie Star podcast. You're not putting money in somebody's pockets to be able to tell them who they can and who they cannot work with. Let's just be 100% honest, man. So let me get this straight. Hassan Campbell talking shit on me. Hassan, I want you to respond. Name drop five of your day ones. You know what? You're going to have a hard time. Mikey T is giving you a homework assignment. I'm giving you a homework assignment, you little bitch. You're in detention right now. I want you to write an essay or do a YouTube video of 5 of your day ones and why they're not around you no more. And that essay is going to be full of things I'm sure that they did wrong. Because why? It's never you. It's never you, Hassan. It's always someone else. I can name 5 day ones. I'm Mikey T. I've had the same friends forever. Why can't you? Why can't you name 5? Why can't you? And while we're still here, what's with all the criticizing? We outside. We outside. I hate people using that term. What is it? What is this, a 2012 term? 2012 term? 10 years removed from this term, bro. You waited for your bro. Hassan Campbell waited for his bro. You know what I mean? To get out. You know what I'm saying? You actually waited for your bro to get out of jail to go and say, we outside. It was cringe. It was cringe. I've been to so many different nightclubs. You popped outside when your bro got home talking about we outside. You couldn't wait to get outside with your bro. As much as it was for him, it was really for you, wasn't it? But Hassan, you ain't never been to Club Live. You better use some of that YouTube money and pop your ass over to Club Live, bro. Let's be real. You better use some of that YouTube bread and pop your ass over to Club Live so you can get yourself a little bit of experience. Popping through on your YouTube page, putting your hands on my YouTube videos and shit like that, talking about, yo, these dudes got me all up in their headlines. You want to be all up in the headlines. When it comes to Suge and Diddy, you're Diddy. You're Diddy in so many different aspects. Except for the talented ones. Mikey T, we got your back. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. I got a special guest coming in tonight. You guys. Let me get the link over to my brother. Everybody go ahead, share this video, though. Hit that like button, man. I got to get this response out. Yeah. Does that look like I don't smoke the most grade A weed? Does that make it look like I don't smoke the grade A weed, guys? I'm sorry I smoke the best weed in the industry. I'm sorry my connects used to serve up DJ Khaled and then come see me. Like, please don't put that other shit on my name. Don't put that dumbass shit on my name. Dudes have lost their rap careers for trying to insinuate shit like that about me. Hassan Campbell, this is round 1, though. This is round 1, man. This is round 1. Hassan's like, Hassan, I want you to respond to this, bro. I want you to respond to this. You was like, I'm not going to be half a century old and talking about we outside. And let me ask you, why didn't you grab Bullets Gotti and tell him, you know, to jump off Instagram Live? Tell him to stop saying we're the real Lobby Boyz. We're better than them. Why are you in these projects? What are you trying to prove? What is so important for you to prove? Hassan, watch his Instagrams. Why don't you step in for your homie Bullets Gotti and get his back when he needs you? Why do I got to be calling you out about this? I don't have these young bucks on my channel in the past. You give them a little bit of a wing. But then when they need you, you're nowhere to be found. I could almost respect Bullets Gotti working with you until when he runs into these situations, you're treating him like Wack 100 treated CEO Reek. Let's just be real about this shit. Hassan Campbell, you shouldn't have mentioned my name talking about interviews. I'll run circles around you when it comes to interviews. I interviewed more people in New York than you could ever trick your way into getting in front of. Keep people's name out of your mouth talking about Gillie stole your style. Talking about 10 toes down won't make it. talking about WAK 100 put all the New York entities in the box. He put you in the box because he had you on his show saying that a snitch, saying that you got put on by a snitch. What type of shit is that to say that you got put on by a snitch? I'm going to be real here, you guys. What type of shit is that for somebody to come up and say, yo, I got put on by a snitch? That's what Hassan Campbell's pretty much doing in this situation. We saw him do it with WAK 100. We saw him do it on academics. We saw what happened here. It's like, you can see, man. You can see what's about to happen. Hassan, you watch Bullet Scotty's Instagrams. You can literally see the iceberg. The Titanic is going into it. This is your guy. Help him out. Make your presence known. You know what I'm saying? He needs to feed his day ones. He needs to feed his day. He can't do that. He can't do that homework assignment, though, guys. He's not going to be able to go and write about 5 of his day ones. Hassan Campbell is not going to be able to make a video about 5 of his day ones. That is what he won't be able to do, you guys. I can almost guarantee that. Why doesn't Hassan Campbell save Bullet Scotty? Why doesn't he, man? Why doesn't he go and help this man? Hassan, there's a speed limit. Hassan said there's a speed limit for a reason. These dudes, they don't understand. You're going to leave at 16, 17, 18, and you're going to come back at 45 years old. Yo, Hassan, what jail time did you ever serve? You know what I mean? How much jail time did you really even do to be talking about this type of shit? Did you do 20 years like the guy who you're saying stole your style because they simply play some music at the beginning of your show? Did you do 20 years locked up to be saying all this shit? I'm going to the Bronx River. I'm going to the Bronx River. I'm going to get a chopped cheese. I'm about to pull up in the Bronx River. Y'all will see the video. Y'all will see the video. I'm just wondering, how much time did this guy really serve to be talking about dudes going up, they're getting locked up at 17, 18 years old, and they're not coming home till they're 45? Like, who are you talking about? Who are you even talking about? Let's show me some official facts. You know, you're talking all this what ifs. You're talking all this happened to hims. Hassan is like, it's like black YouTube is disgusting. Vlad and Adam 22 is not beefing with each other ever. Hassan, memory serves, you wanted nothing more than to get on Adam 22's podcast because he had millions and millions of followers, showing how much that you really just care about the followers, man, than really putting out the message. I was watching this interview. That he did about me. There was one of the dudes on the podcast that was interviewing him, which 050 is a moderator on, so that's kind of messed up. One of the main guys Hassan is going back and forth with, one of the moderators is on there. I could see it when one of the hosts on the show was telling Hassan that he didn't care about the views and this and that. He was pretty much like, I only care about the views, and if you don't care about the views, I should probably get off this channel. And that's what it's like, a mockery to me that Hassan Campbell's just going to go jump on all these other channels when I put out word to Hassan Campbell that I wanted to have a conversation with him. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to have a conversation with Hassan Campbell. I put that out there. I've interviewed everybody in the industry, from Max B to Jim Jones. Everybody from Yo Gotti to rest in peace, Young Dolph. And I put the word out to get that interview with Hassan Campbell. And he just, acted like I didn't exist. But now he wants to remember who I am. Oh, you know Mikey T's name. You conveniently know Mikey T's name after I do a couple hit interviews with 10 Toes Down. But you don't got to worry about that. 10 Toes Down is making hit videos every single day of the week. You want to say all this shit about 10 Toes Down isn't going to be successful. 10 Toes Down has one of the most successful YouTube careers right now, bringing in 275, 300, 400 people just to watch him. He had me on the other day. Salute to 10 Toes Down. Like I said, he's out there doing some work with WAKA, FLOCKA, and BIMMY. Bobby Shmurda, apparently there's a record going on. So, but I want y'all to hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Because Hassan Campbell says it's like black YouTube is disgusting. Vlad and Adam 22 is not beefing with each other ever. I don't even think Hassan really knows the history of Vlad and Adam 22 to really dissect it like that. You're just assuming, dude. You're just assuming. Like, what are you going to say next? That Mikey T, the movie star, and Vlad TV got together? We got along the whole time, too? Anybody with a lack of a clue would just say that. But hear me out now. Because when you diss black YouTubers, you're dissing yourself. When you diss the dirty sector of YouTube, Hassan, I'm sorry to break it to you. You're dissing yourself. We're all in the dirty sector of YouTube, my friend. You think you broke out? Oh, no. Oh, no, you didn't break out yet. You had to go get put on by a rat. That should show you you are in the dirty sector. You're saying, how come the white bloggers don't diss each other? Maybe because they don't do it in front of your face. Maybe it's because they don't do it in front of your face. When you're talking about Adam 22 and Vlad like they've never had a disagreement before. You're the one going on all of these stations and doing an interview with WAK 100. The same way that Vlad and Adam 22 did an interview, you guys. And they formed a bond, a relationship to where they can flip guests with one another. There will be a guest on No Jumper that will come on Vlad and vice versa. WAK 100 and Hassan Campbell could have had that same opportunity, but they both just had so much ammunition to go in on each other. Hassan with the recorded conversations, WAK 100 with the animosity of feeling disrespected during that interview. Much love, Lily. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. I believe we had another super chat as well. I'm sorry for missing that one. Whiskey to Don. Much respect, man. Colorado's in the building tonight. Definitely appreciate you all for having my back. Make sure you hit that like button. Hassan Campbell, I wanted to do a video tonight about what was going on in hip-hop, but in all honesty, this shit had to get addressed. Hassan Campbell had to get addressed. Skino said he was braiding hair in Rikers. I'm sorry, Hassan. You're going to have to prove that you weren't braiding hair in Rikers. I'm going to need a bit of evidence, even if you had a 2-week stint. Even if you had a 2-week stint, which it kind of seems like you enjoyed. You know, somebody said Hassan Campbell braided hair in prison. I'm hearing that's a rumor going around, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that's a rumor going around. He wants to speak my name. He wants to speak my name. When I was doing interviews when you were getting coffee for African Bambaataa. I was doing interviews changing the game when these dudes had you running around the studio forgetting your name. I was banging in this work. I was putting in this work for you to be saying that shit about me. You watch your mouth on the internet when you talk about me, Razby. You watch your mouth when you talk about me on the internet, Hassan. Probably your idol. I was probably your idol. All these bloggers probably watched my shit back in the day. Who were the bloggers back in the day? It was the websites back in the day. Everybody worked for a website. Academics and Joe Budden wasn't popping. Hassan Campbell didn't get his blueprint. Don't ever tell me that I watched you on YouTube to do what I do. If anybody in this chat think that I saw Hassan Campbell doing a YouTube video and wanted to impersonate that? If anybody thinks that in this chat, you're bugging. You are bugging. I didn't even know who Hassan Campbell was until I see him crying about his shit with Doggy Diamonds. Poppy, Your name wasn't Hassan back then. I'm sorry. You can't just adopt a name like Rick Ross. You can't just pick up a sultan-ass name like that. Yo, I'm going to call myself Hassan Campbell. That shit sounds tough. I'm sorry. That wasn't your first name. You're Poppy. That's all you ever are is Poppy, kid. I'm Mikey T, the movie star. That was my first name. Boo-boo. The streets don't forget. The streets don't forget, Poppy. I remember seeing that interview. Poppy. Poppy. Miss me with that lame-ass shit. Like Gillie Da Kid said, you can't unlame a lame. Hassan, you can't unlame a lame. I don't care how many bird bath waterfalls, Jason waterfalls you put in the back of your house. Hassan Campbell, that ain't it. No scrubs. You was a scrub ass. You're a scrub ass dude. I know you are the type of dude that probably wore the same clothes like 8 days in a row back. Yo, it doesn't matter, man. They're sweats. Yes, newsflash, it matters. Dirty sector of YouTube. But don't be upset. I'm right there with you in the dirty sector of YouTube. I'm right there with you. We're both here in the dirty sector of YouTube. That's why you mentioned me. That's why you mentioned me, Hassan. And you know what? I got people coming on the channel. I do an interview with 10 Toes Down. We recap the interviews. I play a cordial role in it. Even when I have my co-host SV Twiz come on, I play a cordial role in all of it. You know what I'm saying? I play a cordial role in it. Twiz even told me, he's like, yo, Mikey T, you literally, like, I didn't want to go in on Hassan because, you know his homie and shit. And I respected that. You know what I mean? That one of my co-hosts, SV Twiz, would give Hassan Campbell that respect. But obviously, I don't get the same respect. Hassan refers to me as a colonizer. Whatever type of bullshit that means. Referring to me as something like that. You better refer to me as somebody that is right in your same league, Hassan. You have never interviewed Rick Ross. You have never interviewed Lil Wayne. Have you ever interviewed Freeway? A legend. You interviewed 6ix9ine. You're an embarrassment, man. If you still lived in Bronx River, if I was you, I would be embarrassed. If I was you living in Bronx River, I would be embarrassed. Hell, if I was me, Mikey T, the movie star, living in Connecticut where you got booked, why'd you get booked where I live? Why'd you get booked in Connecticut? Talking about shit sweet over here. Your ass got booked over here. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Yo, Lady Legend, what's good? Yeah, that's right. Big, goofy gossiping. That's really what it is. Geechee Man says a person can only take so much. What's going on, KD? Appreciate everybody tapping in. I'm about to be joined by my co-host for tonight. Yeah, man, I don't respect what Hassan is trying to come here and say, oh, you never see these guys beefing. Bro, why you got Adam 22's name in your mouth? You were just saying how many millions of YouTube followers he has. Such fraud shit, man. Like, can't anybody be real anymore? Can't anybody be real anymore in this industry? Let's get back into it here. Let's get back into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, in all honesty, you guys, I don't go looking to beef. People are talking about why don't the white bloggers beef. I don't go looking to beef with Jordan Tower just because I don't go looking to beef with anybody. Anybody who has ever tried to beef with me, it's because they brought it to me. But just because I don't dig some of the shit that Jordan Tower does, hell, just because I don't dig some of the shit that any blogger does, I don't come on here and diss them. Like, what kind of shit is that? You're the only one who does that. Hassan, you're the one who does that. You and Wack 100. But I don't even really consider him an official blogger because he doesn't know how to set up his YouTube page. You're the one who comes on here and does that. You're the one who comes on here and pits people against one another. Go look at my interview with Kid Kid. Go look at my interview with Trigger Ock from G Unit. I'm not pitting no beef in none of those interviews. Go look at my interview with Yo Gotti. Type it in, Mikey T, the movie star, Yo Gotti. And then go type in my interview, Mikey T, the movie star, Young Dolph. Go type in my interviews with Gillie Da Kid. Every interview isn't about Lil Wayne. Every one of your videos is about the Lobby Boyz. Every one of your videos is about why we shouldn't mess with the Lobby Boyz or why we shouldn't mess with my son. Please don't tell me if I can or cannot appreciate what my son does for the community. Like, miss me with that shit. Telling me who I can and who I can't like. Who are you, 50 Cent? No, you're not 50 Cent. You're more like Raz B, homie. You're not Omarion, homie. You're not Omarion, boy. You're Raz B, boy. You all Raz B out here, boy. Hope you have fun out there in front of your little waterfall. Listening to TLC and shit like that. Listening to all that throwback R&B music. Play me some gangster shit. But I'm not there yet, right? Hassan Campbell just wants to reside back in the countryside like he's running away from 6 stars on GTA. Mix me with that relaxed shit. Teaching. I respect what Hassan Campbell does when he says, yo, I'm putting on for my family. Diplomas, all that shit. Who wouldn't respect that? But when you're saying shit like this guy's a colonizer, what are you putting out into the world? I say this sometimes to people that comment things. Why would you comment that on YouTube? You got to wake up tomorrow and remember what you did. And now I got Hassan Campbell, Poppy, telling me that I'm a colonizer? Or are you just watching Pocahontas or some shit? Miss me with your Pocahontas terms. Guys like, but Pocahontas was so pretty, Mikey T. Miss me with that shit. I've been doing this shit for too long. I've been doing this shit since you were pretending you were in jail. And we're going to have 10 Toes Down back on the channel tomorrow night. 10 Toes is coming back tomorrow night to respond. You think I'm done? I ain't finished yet. You're done. Tomorrow's round 2. Hassan said some shit he shouldn't have said. And I'm not even talking about that bullshit he said about Gillie. Gillie's show is 20 times better than you. You don't even have a show. You don't even have a show. You just get up on YouTube and talk. My interviews run laps around your interviews. I interviewed Lil Wayne. I interviewed AZ. You play people's music on your channel that you don't even promote properly. What's up with all those guys on Hassan's channel? What's up with all those guys on Hassan's channel that he doesn't even promote properly? Five God, you better come and say what's up over here and let's expose all that dirty laundry. Since Hassan wants to say that's what I do. Since Hassan wants to say that's what I dig for. Nobody wants to be Hassan. Nobody wants to be Hassan. Nobody wanted to be Raz B from B2K. Yeah. Hassan's getting it right now, man. This is my response to Hassan mentioning my name. Mark says you create real content and he just needs controversy. Hassan wants to say all this shit about, yo, I can make a video about a flower. Why do you want to make a video about a flower? Why do you want to make a video about a flower? Yo, I have friends that tell me every day, yo, Mikey T, you should make a video of like setting off a firework. You should make a video where you do this and it goes mad viral and you do millions of hits. I don't do that. I do hip hop content. I don't get on interviews and pretend that I talk about flowers and pretend that I talk about bottle tops and then name my videos. Gillie Da Kid clashed with Rick Ross. Are the Lobby Boyz real? I don't title my videos like that and then go and tell people I'm talking about green eggs and ham. That's what Hassan Campbell does, apparently. I saw the interview, Hassan. I saw the interview. You said you talk about flowers. Your video title was labeled Gillie Da Kid Clash, Gillie Clash with Rick Ross. And you're saying I promote people going against each other where it can end with bodily harm? You're promoting Rick Ross versus Gillie Da Kid with over 100,000 views on it. I would have ended that beef if I was in the position that you're in. But no, you just can't help yourself. You can't use your word for good. You can't use your clout for positive energy. All you do is stir it up, bro. All you do is you mix it up. You know what I'm saying? You mix that shit up to get your little 120,000 views so you can buy your little bird bath, so you can go take a trip to Costa Rica or whatever the hell you went that nobody cares about, because nobody cares how you spend your money. We don't. Sorry, we don't care, Hassan. We don't care how you spend your money. We don't care how you lie in your videos and say that you're talking about the birds and the bees. No, we know that's not what you're talking about, sir. We know you're in there talking about we know you're in there talking about that bullshit. We know you're not talking about nothing because you don't know shit about hip hop. You don't. You were too busy trying to make your own, and then you were locked up. You're in there literally talking about flowers, but my problem is your video's titled Gillie Clash with Rick Ross, and then you have nothing to talk about with that subject because you don't know nothing about either one of their careers. And everybody in here pretty much knows when I go over a topic, I discuss it in full. I'm here talking about Suave House. I'm here talking about the major figures. I'm in here talking about Rick Ross's first feature with Trina. He didn't talk about none of that shit in Gillie Clashes with Lil Wayne. He didn't talk about none of that because he doesn't know about it. Hassan, you, my friend, Hassan, are the one who should not be making hip-hop videos. You're going to have to change your videos to the conspiracy theory section of hip-hop. But you're like Post Malone, you know what I mean? You're like MGK, Hassan, because you use the hip-hop. Wow, guys, and I'm just realizing this. He uses hip-hop to get where he wants to go because he really wants to talk about all that controversial, weird shit. But he's got to use the hip-hop to trick people. You know what I mean? Like Post Malone is a rock singer now. MGK, rock singer. Hassan Campbell, he got in with the pseudo hip-hop image. Hip hop. But now he talks about the birds and the bees. Now he talks about what's going to happen when you buy a cow. Why we're buying cows. Yo, man, we talk hip hop over here. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe right now because we talk real hip hop. He labels the video hip hop, but then he's talking about shit that's not even about that. Please miss me with that shit. Rename your videos. You're talking about YouTube giving you a reset. You're talking about YouTube giving you a reset, man. If you put up the real titles of what your videos should be called, you would get a real reset, my friend. You'd get a drastic reset. Hassan Campbell is fooling the hip hop community because when he goes live for 2 hours and 51 minutes, it's drastically different from the way Mikey T, the movie star, goes live for 2 hours and 50 minutes. When Mikey T goes live for 2 hours and 15 minutes, you better bet your ass we're talking about hip hop for most of the time. When Hassan Poppy goes live, he's talking about, I couldn't even find where he was talking about Gillie and Rick Ross. It's embarrassing conversation that they have over there. So if you're not subscribed here, subscribe right now. Subscribe right now, y'all. Subscribe right now, y'all. Yo, the GOAT of LA. Don't worry. Don't worry. Not Boy. Hassan Boy Campbell. Hassan Boy Campbell. Let me put a poll up for y'all in here. I'm putting a poll up, y'all. I need y'all to vote in it. Hassan tried to give me a new name. Hassan tried to give me a new name, y'all. Boy tried to give me a new name. Cesar Rodriguez, that's right. YouTube beef is comedy. Am I ending Hassan Campbell's career next? You're next, Hassan. I'm not even going to go over the list of people's careers I've ended. I've ended many people's careers. Many. I'm about to put Hassan on that list. This is round 1, and it's vicious. This is Mike Tyson shit that you're getting. The T stands for Tyson, Hassan. Put that shit in your vocabulary. Put that shit in your vocabulary. You just woke a sleeping giant. Hassan, this is the message. This is the message that you're getting. You gave me that name. You put that name on me. And you're going to have to remember that shit. You're going to have to live with that shit. That's the way you live. That's what you're doing with the next 60. That's what Hassan Campbell's doing with his next 60. Hating Hassan. That's what it is. It's hating Hassan. It's about to be super lit. Hassan, keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth, Hassan. You want to? Yeah, he gets on YouTube. He gets on YouTube and does shit like this. Video. Let's show you what Hassan does. Let me show you guys what Hassan does. Let me see if I can get that image up here real quick. Let me get that image up here real quick. I'm going to show y'all what Hassan does. Let's look at what Hassan Campbell does. Gotta be scrolling. Gotta be scrolling on YouTube and shit. I can't put the image up. I can't put the image up, but whatever. He just woke up. He just woke up Mike Tyson. You're damn right. You're damn right. You're damn right. Hassan, you shouldn't have spoke. You shouldn't have spoke, Hassan. Appreciate y'all for hearing me out. So listen, y'all. You know, like I said, I don't go looking for beef. You know what I mean? I don't go looking for beef. Damn. Free Sub-Zero, that's my guy right there. Sub-Zero actually showed me a lot of love early on. Free Sub-Zero, man. He showed me a lot of love early on. I ran into him on a couple sets. You know what I mean? Somebody pointed him out to me. I introduced myself. I run into real videographers on set. Hassan Campbell just pretends. You know what I mean? But like I said, Hassan Campbell, you're taking care of your family. You're putting diplomas in your family's history. I respect that. I don't think nobody on the internet doesn't respect that. But when you're teaching them shit like you seem to be teaching them, when you're saying shit about me on the internet that your family's going to read about what you're saying, bro, it's not right. That shit ain't right, what you're saying. You're going to look back on it and you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. I don't care how many years it takes. You know what I mean? I don't care how many years it takes. You heard? I don't care how many years it takes. You're going to look back and regret it. And you're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't have been that type of person. That shit ain't right, Hassan. And I'm waiting for the apology or I'm waiting for the round 2 because it's only going to get more vicious from here, man. I hold myself back out of a level of respect. You want to call me out, Hassan, for doing an interview with 10 Toes Down? You want to call Mikey T, the movie star, out for doing what he does? I went into the G Unit offices. I went up to 50 Cent's face. You're not going to tell me I'm scared of anything in this world. I'm not scared of anything in this world besides losing people that mean the most to me. I walked up to 50 Cent and asked him to do an interview. Let me bring in my co-host, SV Twiz.
Mikey T, my brother, salute, much love and respect. Shout out to the chat. I hope y'all ready for the night, man. You already know how we carry it.
So, Twiz, let me get this right. Everybody knows this is my co-host, SV Twiz. You are now watching the Mikey T, the movie star podcast. Twiz, let me get this right. Hassan Campbell is tight at me for doing what I've been doing for the last 10, 12, 13 years, which is interviewing people.
Facts. You know, it just come with that when you're dealing with, especially somebody like Hassan Campbell. You know, he got a lot on his shoulders. He got a heavy burden, and it's like, you know, he tend to take it out on the wrong people. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, it really don't make no sense. I don't see why he can get upset like that. You know what I mean? Don't make no sense to me.
So Hassan said, it's like black YouTube is disgusting. I got to get your response to that. And also him saying Vlad and Adam 22 is not beefing with each other ever, as if he knows their personal business, Twiz.
If we say black YouTube is disgusting, you know, it would have to be because of people like Hassan Campbell. Um, Hassan Campbell is one of them guys where everybody he's talking about is from the black community. He feels as though it's okay for him to run his mouth and talk about everybody from our community and call everybody else out when anybody else got something to say, bro. Like he can talk about 12 rappers, degrade them, say whatever he want to say about them, and one person can say one thing about him and he make it like it's the end of the world. Bro, your whole career was built off of running your mouth about different people. You know what I'm talking about? People that don't know you from a can of paint. You know what I mean? And there's a lot to go on with that. I'm not going to stretch that out too much, but if we're going to say it's any type of issue with the black YouTube community, it's because of people like you, bro.
Yeah, and I just want to say it's like, you know, so it's like, so when people like, why doesn't Mikey T have a podcast? Why didn't Mikey T blow up? It's because I'm not a sellout. Look at him. He's sitting in his crib with his posters on his wall. What should I do? Go chill by a pond to impress you? You know what I mean? If I did that, they'd be like, oh, look at Mikey T. Look at Mikey T, the privileged white boy. You know what I mean?
Well,
If I went jet skiing, Twiz, in the back of my crib in the lake, you know what I mean? Oh, Mikey T's stunting. You know what I'm saying?
true.
Hassan, imagine if I did the same shit as you. Imagine if
Well,
I went to Fordham Road and bought all my jewelry.
well, let's talk about who was putting the work in that you put in years ago at that time. It's people now that's celebrities, that's ex rappers, whatever you want to call them, and they're just now getting guests on their podcast that you know you can interview face to face before people was doing things through Instagram and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, we can't forget that, man. You know, you always took your craft serious, and we all know that we had a big issue. I can't say the word on here, but it was a big issue when the world stopped. So that slowed a lot of things down for, a lot of people. Cause I know, bro, like I didn't see you putting in the footwork. I witnessed you come pull up on me and bang out like 3, 4 other interviews out Philly right afterwards. Had everything lined up. Timing was always perfect. You know what I mean? And you already know. So the true supporters know what time it is.
Twiz, it's like just because you don't hear about it, it doesn't mean I don't have issues with people like a Vlad, an Adam 22. It's like I don't go to picnics with these guys. You know what I mean? Why is he throwing us all in the same boat?
That's a fact. That's a
Don't
fact.
stereotype, Twiz.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the angles right there that people would always try to use, when they get upset about one thing. But before they was upset about that, everything was cool. Before that, you know what I'm talking about. Let's say, for instance, your platform or Vlad platform back when he was coming up and speaking about like the Bombada situation. I'm talking about before he had a well-grounded YouTube channel. You think he would have not had came and did an interview on either one of y'all platforms? I can 100% guarantee he would have, because he was getting his voice out there. He got plenty of views, so he could sit on the couch and talk crap about anybody. You know what I'm talking about? People like him and it's a couple other guys where they just feel like they're on top of the world because they be like, I can get on here and talk about whatever. But the more messy that they talk is the more views they gonna get. When it really cause a bunch of confusion, bro, because at the end of the day, if we're gonna talk about the communities, the hoods, like, I'm from the trenches for real, man. Ex-felon, I'm out the way now, but at the end of the day, we know what the real issues is in the neighborhoods, and it start from the mind state and how we carry ourselves in the hoods, bro. Like, this ain't back in the day where black people wasn't able to do certain things. If that's the case, he wouldn't be able to be on YouTube getting the money that he's getting now and speaking how he speak. You know what I'm talking
wild
about?
shit, bro. He sounds like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? He just conspiracied out.
Exactly. So you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's a different day and time. If anybody is an issue to our community, it's ourselves, bro. Like, we these people we losing and all of that, like, it ain't to nobody else but ourselves. You know what I mean?
So Hassan said 1090 Jake is not beefing with Vlad or Adam 22. So speaking of 1090 Jake, since Hassan wants to speak on 1090 Jake, did it ever occur to you, Hassan, that 1090 Jake and Vlad don't even know each other? You know what I mean? Why would 1090 Jake be dissing Vlad when they don't even know each other? Do you think all white people, is that what he thinks, Twiz, that just all white people know each other or something like that?
I don't know if you probably consider that everybody know each other. All white people know each other.
Like, I'm not trying to be funny.
No, I know you're not. I just think he's saying it in a manner where it's like he just put everybody that's white into the same boat. Not understanding that just because you white don't mean you're not sincere to what you do. You know what I'm talking about? Like, at the end of the day, you know, um, the things that people like Vlad or even your platform or Adam 22, that wasn't the only choice of the path that y'all had. Y'all did that for a reason. You know what I'm talking about? Like we can really have real hip hop topics. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can really I witnessed you even things like, come on, bro, you was able to do things like pull up on people like AR, Ab, and stuff like that, and really chill with these guys and
Right, Twiz.
you
And I was
know,
really, Twiz, not sorry to cut you off, but I want to just tell you the
mhm,
point I said before you tapped in. It's like honestly, he puts up Gillie clashes with Rick Ross. You know what I mean? He puts up the Lobby
facts,
Boys for the it factor, the clickbait, and then you go into his
facts.
video, and literally 90% of his video, he's not talking about that. He literally is talking about flowers and teacups and buying things from Home Depot.
Facts. He's just, he understand that he can control his crowd, bro. Like, his crowd, he can do a title like that and not say nothing about nothing that's in the title. He got a sub base where it's like people that watch him, they never know what they might get. You know what I mean? He might say some foul stuff. You know, he pretty much, 9 times out of 10 is gonna say something wild, whether it's a video or if it's a live. So people wait for that. It's entertainment to them. You know what I mean? Just like him addressing people, that's what they sit and they wait for.
It's like,
At the end of the day, we got all these adults. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
oh no,
at
my
the
bad.
end of the day, we got. No, you good. Majority of the people that watch Hassan Campbell is adults. A lot of times, most of them is like working class people that's pretty much out the way. It's not no young goons sitting down watching Hassan Campbell. It's not people that's really dealing with issues that's trying to figure out their way of life watching Hassan Campbell. So, Hassan Campbell got the image where it's like he's saving the community, but the people that's sitting down and watching him, these ain't the people that's active in the streets. So how many times do you got to repeat the same thing to adults? It's like, bro, we know what's going on in the streets. If you got to sit here and watch somebody on YouTube to understand what you have to do in your own community, then something ain't right. And that's why I say most people watch him for the entertainment, bro. Like, people like him think they saving the community and all of that. You can't save no community through YouTube unless you put in physical work in on top of that.
Twiz, I'm gonna ask you to log out and come back in just so I don't get any more glitch from you, bro. Just
All right,
because we have like 200 people in here, so I want you to be perfect.
I got you, bro.
All right, cool. Twiz is gonna log right back out, come right back in. But it's like, is this what Hassan Campbell is, thinking? Is this like some Hollywood comedy? You know what I mean? Where all the white people just know each other? Is like this is what he's teaching everybody? Like, that is some backward shit, bro. Miss me with that shit, because I was putting work in when you was probably watching it. When you was probably watching it from Bombada's studio, homie. You know what I mean? Whether you were in jail or you was in Bombada's studio, you was watching it from one or the other. And I don't really know about how much time you actually served, because that is up for debate. That's actually up for my debate. But this proves my point about mental illness. Mental illness is real. These things don't correlate. And even if 1090 Jake and Vlad beefed, you know what I mean? Probably, I'm sending an email. Take my shit off your page. Take my shit down. There's nothing wrong, Hassan, with being civilized and handling your business in another fashion. Not everybody jumps on the internet and exposes people. My bad, Twist. Not everybody jumps on the internet and just exposes conversations that they're having with people. Be a little bit more civilized about it. That's like what we were talking the other day about Gillie blurting out the Rick Ross diss in the middle of his Southside interview, Twiz.
Facts. That's absolutely facts. It's a thin line between being sincere and just trying to have good content. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and at the end of the day, it's like, to each his own. Do your thing, bro. But I hate when people try to drag in another reason on why it's an issue, because that's what it all boiled down to. Where people be like, you know what, we held back because of this, or we dealing with an issue because of this. Bro, the real issue is in your hood. The real issue, nobody want to address it. These little young boys on this corner, Big Factsville, my brother. These little young boys on this corner, they get busy. They putting stuff to bed, no problem. Who gonna go face up to them and stop them from doing that? You know what I'm saying? While this is going on in your neighborhood, and these little young kids and stuff like that is getting their lives taken, you busy doing videos on YouTube, talking about it. It's only one way to deal with stuff, and that's to go straight at it. If you ain't doing that, don't be on here trying to preach, bro. Like Malcolm X and all of them, like that. That wave is over.
Not to cut you off, Twiz, but what's good said, I thought Gillie and Mikey were cool. Yeah, we're definitely cool with Gillie, Twiz, and myself. But that doesn't mean we're not going to come on here and speak the truth. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We love Gillie's podcast. I mean, if we see something we don't like, we're not going to not say it. Well, what else would we
and,
be doing as
and,
podcasters? It kind of it kind of goes to Hassan Campbell knowing there was fake paperwork out there about Jim Jones, but he let it bubble. He let it bubble on all the media instead of jumping up as the #1 blogger in New York and saying, that's fake paperwork. But yeah, go on, Twiz.
I just wanted to say, for one, for the Gillie, as far as with Gillie, we got to remember Gil got the podcast going right now. So he's very, very busy. But, just to sum people up, Mikey T was supposed to be a part of $1 Million Worth of Game when it started.
I was actually the third host.
Exactly. When the thing first, played the part. But let's rewind it to before $1 Million Worth of Game. What other platform was people seeing Gil on at that time? I'm talking about before $1 Million Worth of Game when people wasn't talking about Gillie.
Where it kind of felt like what $1 Million worth of game is now, Twiz.
It was because this was before Wallow was that was before Wallow was even home, and Gil always be who he is, where the energy with you was just how it was with Wallow because he felt comfortable. You talking about somebody like you was able to go to this man's house and etc. You still can call him up if you need him, but at the end of the day, I know how you carry it, Mikey. And you know how the business work. Timing is everything. But just to get off of that, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like this, bro. We gotta remember, man, what is the real angle, man? And the real angle is it's deeper than race when it comes to this. The truth is, you did an interview with 10 Toes Down. Shout out to him, Shaft, man. Certified, good dude.
He'll be on tomorrow. He's actually out working with WAKA, FLOCKA, and Bobby Shmurda and BIMMY right now, if you could believe that, Twiz.
Yeah, he be working, man. He well connected. I believe it. You know what I mean? And on top of that, the real issue is not about you, Mikey. It's about 10 being on a platform and 10 saying the things that he said, because 10 Toes Down is one of the guys that can really get under his skin because he really know Hassan Campbell. Most people that's on YouTube and they do videos about him, they didn't personally know him. And if they did, it was after YouTube. He knew him before YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he can say things that really get under his skin. So that's what the true issue is. So now he got to find the angle. You know what I mean? So that was his angle that he came at it. Tried to come at you with, it's deeper than you. He been knew who Mikey T was. You know what I mean? And you showed him love, truthfully, bro, because it was times that we did streams about him. It was the time we did a stream about him, and this was during the Styles peak, him and going back and forth with Styles, and you was always like, you know what, we not
let him know.
We not gonna go in on him. Like, you mutually knew somebody and you had respect for him on the strength of that. You know what I mean? And because I remember that stream, I was ready to say certain things about him. And you was like, we going.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you as a co-host. You know what I mean? You're like, yo, I respect what Mikey T was saying about Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's saying he's my co-host. I'm not gonna flame up Hassan Campbell.
Exactly.
Maybe. And like I said, when we're gonna have 10 Toes Down on the channel, since I had a mutual person that I knew of Hassan, I let him know, let him know we're doing an interview with 10 Toes Down, and I would like to have Hassan on the channel as well.
Exactly. You was doing your job. You know what I mean? As far as, with your entity and all that, it's been like that for a minute. Salute, much respect. So, we're going to keep it a stack on air at the end of the day. Hassan Campbell was just hurt that certain things was said that obviously was the truth, because if it wasn't the truth, he wouldn't be offended by it. There's plenty of people that do videos about this guy. You know what I mean? And how he did it, it was real slick. You know what I mean? He just popped up and just went off. It just don't make no sense to me when somebody like Hassan Campbell is, you supposed to be allegedly the solution to the issue. Like, you can't talk about violence and stuff is dumb, and this person, how these people move and they're going back and forth is dumb. But every time you get upset, you try to take it to 100. You know what I mean? He address you, and if it's another problem with, let's just say, another black YouTuber, now we gotta resort to violence. You know what I'm talking about? Now Rosewood in the building. Salute Rosewood, honorable Earth. Now we gotta resort to violence and all that. You know, it don't make no sense, man.
What's good? What's good, Lady Legend? That's a new moderator on the channel, Twitch.
Okay. Salute, Lady Legend.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So let's get into this. Hassan Campbell said, you don't see none of these white dudes. These white dudes are on top of black culture. And like, again, with the code words, like, do me a favor, Hassan, chill with the code words. You know what I mean? Chill with the code words. Say what you mean. I was under the impression hip hop was everybody's culture. Whoever doesn't get it, I don't owe you an explanation. I've engraved myself into the hip hop culture, which in turn makes me a part of your culture, Hassan Campbell. Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth about why you're really mad about my son. Can we call it how it really is, Twiz? Why he's really mad about my son?
Well, it's a couple things I want to speak on about that, but as far as why he's mad about my son, at the end of the day, it's like my son is really, not only is he talking, but he put things into action. That's what he don't like, bro. He don't like when people get a shine for like, nobody is perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. We all trying to figure it out. So whether this my son was with the the BLM community and all of that, and trying to help and going and protesting, why are you going to go out your way to try to bash this man when at the end of the day everybody is supposed to be trying to do the same goal? Everybody can't do the same thing, Hassan can. But what do you consider sitting in the crib doing a YouTube video and telling people how dumb decisions is being made in the hood? Do you consider that changing the hood? Like, who can anybody from the streets, if y'all watch Hassan Campbell, if you from the streets and you were active in the streets, you mean to tell me you can watch a Hassan Campbell video and not be in the streets? It's nothing that he's saying on his video that you ain't hear from family members, you know what I'm saying, old heads, people around the neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about? All this stuff is just like, it's like a repeated cycle, bro. It's like thinking you just gonna go march around the block and everything is going to be over. I feel as though, like, with him and my son, it's like, who's really controlling the community. That's more so what it is, and I just think it was selfish of him to even go at my son. But obviously, it's a bigger plot. And at the end of the day, if my son, for instance, somebody like me, I'm not no rapper or nothing like that. I ain't, I'm not.
You're a
I don't got
blogger,
that.
man. You're an
Yeah,
artist.
I'm a blogger, but
An artist.
yeah, I'm an artist, but the name might not be as big as my son. So if I'm doing the same thing as my son, I won't be mentioned. But because my son has a name and he's doing these things, now you got to call him out. Like, what is the purpose, bro? Instead, you should be trying to collab with him and come into a solution. And that's one thing I liked about 10 Toes Down, man, that originally caught my attention with him, was because at the beginning, when he came out, he was not only talking to YouTubers, but he was trying to come up with a solution, telling everybody, like, let's put our bread up, let's do this, let's do that. He was going to every black YouTuber that felt as though they were on that type of time where they trying to help the community. And people wouldn't bite the bait. I remember him saying Hassan Campbell, a bunch of YouTubers calling names out and was like, let's come to the table, let's do this, and let's, whether it's donations, and people wouldn't bite. You know what I mean? No, nobody pretty much bit. And even to this day, he still have times where he try to help people with jobs and stuff like that. So that's one thing I had told him myself. Like, I salute you for that, because a lot of people just talk it. So to see somebody that's doing action on top of that, you gotta respect it.
You know, it's like crazy, man. It's like, you think I'm gonna go on my platform and diss my son? You know what I mean? Who's doing so much for his community? Like,
Facts.
Hassan, you're causing division.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go, Tamika Mallory is the real star. What's your beef with
Facts.
Tamika? She is a female.
I mean, that just shows you how confused he is. He's supposed to be for the community, right? And he's about empowering the community. So why would you get upset with somebody like Styles P that did nothing but all his music was considered as negative as it can get in the streets. You know what I'm talking about? Like Styles P was one of the grimiest rappers. So with Styles P being an older man now and having a different perspective on life and focusing on business, and Styles P made a statement that he made, why would somebody like Hassan Campbell be upset with someone like Styles P? Why? You know what I mean? If you thinking of positivity and empowering the community, why get upset with these guys? Like Styles P said that if a person told us something like that, or even if a police officer come to his business, why I'm not going to stop him. You know what I mean? It's a difference. You know what I mean? It's a big difference. But he befriends people like Charleston White, where Charleston White is on YouTube every other day talking about, I will tell on all of y'all. Y'all come with me. I got the police on speed dial. So why do you befriend him? But you upset with Styles P because Styles P said, I'm at the point in my life, if you told us something, that was your decision. I'm not gonna knock you for that. How could you be upset with him? But you're not upset with Brian Glaze Gibbs, someone else that you was smiling from ear to ear when you had a chance to be on the interview with him. And I understand that Brian Glaze Gibbs is allegedly a changed man now, but it's people that don't get them second chances. We talking about somebody that got rid of a lot of people, and a lot of them were women, and a lot of people he got rid of was people that he thought would be a potential snitch or they told. So you got rid of these people, then you got arrested and you told, and now you come back and you say you a changed man. It's no different than the brother off of dead presidents that became a priest after the army. You know what I mean? Like he was saved, and then when it came down to it, he still went for the bag, but you know he folded. I don't salute none of them type of guys, bro. I'm sorry, because certain things is you can't go back when you got rid of someone, loved ones, let alone one person is enough. You know what I mean? But if you got numerous joints, like ain't nobody trying to hear that or accept that. And I'm not about to put you, you know, in the bracket like you some type of prophet or legend, bro. You know what I mean? So that's just, you know, that's another way that I look at the situation.
So next, we're gonna get into where he actually starts taking shots at 10 Toes Down and myself over the interview. So he buttered it up by talking about Adam 22 and Vlad. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Everybody expected Hassan to mention Adam 22 and Vlad, but I don't think a lot of people were expecting Hassan to mention my name, Twiz. Is that worth discussing? Did you
I
think Hassan was going to mention me?
No, I didn't. Um, I really didn't. That shows you when he jumped on that joint, he already had it in his heart to get that off. That's nothing that just end up rolling out. That was on his brain. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that interview wasn't just yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? So he saw it, he held it, and waited for the right time to release it. To what he felt as though the right time was to release it.
Yep.
Um, when you do things like that, it's like you're just trying to encourage other people to be like, yeah, yeah, forget them. You know what I'm talking about? People be mad, especially like Vlad too, bro. Like a lot of people be trying to throw Vlad under the bus. It's not Vlad's fault that these guys get on here and you can always say next question. You know what I mean? If it's something that you feel as though you don't want to talk about, these guys be searching for fame so heavy.
So Hassan said black people are not dissing them, referring to Adam 22 and Vlad. You know what I mean? He like what is he talking about, Twiz? Nori was just dissing Vlad all over you. Take my video down. I want my videos off your. He doesn't know what he's talking about, Twiz. He doesn't remember the facts. He said, but we're constantly trying to dethrone each other. Another thing, constantly trying to. What other bloggers are dissing each other besides Hassan and Wack 100 trying to diss everybody?
He's the biggest. Him and Charleston White is the two biggest names in the black community that dethrone other YouTubers, other rappers. Like, just because you a rapper and you rapping it, the goal, regardless, is to get people was trying to get out their situation, get out of poverty, get bread in their pocket. So if a person do a rap and they rapping about the streets and that rap go viral, what is the person supposed to rap about after that? It's up to the fans to understand that it's music. It don't mean you gotta go out and reenact what I'm rapping about. You know what I'm talking about? So him and Charleston White is they the two biggest YouTubers that really do it. We got Tommy Sotomayor, he another one. It's like them three right there.
So he said another thing that pissed me off. I seen the dude 10 toes down. He made a career off of using my name. But here's one thing that you're failing to realize, Hassan. He got lit off of exposing your hypocrisy. You know what I mean? That's why 10 toes down is lit. It's simple. The truth will set you free. His 30,000K subs, see the truth. My 60K subs, see the truth. Your 400K, not so much. You know what I mean? But when they come over to our section of YouTube, which you call the dirty sector of YouTube, they might get some eyes open. And let's talk about how you got lit. Let's talk about how Hassan got lit, since you want to talk about 10. Everyone has to start somewhere. Where was Hassan Campbell's come up? Tell the people where you came up, man. Tell the people. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. That was his story. Look at me. I'm a victim. What was the video? What was your come up? How did you get lit? Other than speaking on Bambaataa, which I don't know any gangsters on YouTube. Twiz, maybe you could tell me. I don't know any gangsters on YouTube speaking on a story like Hassan's. I don't know one gangster that was the same type of victim as Hassan Campbell, man. Twiz?
Yeah, basically, you can't consider yourself a gangster if you was being victimized like that. At the end of the day, it's people that been upstate in the mountains and they've been in some sticky situations, bro. They ain't coming home making a life off of that, bro. Like that joint right there, it's just, that's a darkness. That's a disgrace, let alone if you somebody that you can't, like, at the end of the day, he might as well be like, he not straight, bro, because one minute he make it like everything happened that wasn't due to him, like it was forced upon him. But then the next minute, he's shouting the guy out. The next minute, we saw him on the podcast with DJ Academics, and Wack 100 went straight at him, and that was probably one of the best questions or topics that I heard Wack touch up on, because he was like, bro, you always talk about this G stuff. You've been to jail for 3 bodies, right? People want to know, why was that energy never towards him? And they caught him off guard. You see how Hassan Campbell automatically like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. His defense got up. He was salty. And with him trying to explain it, he come to the point where he says that he still got love for him. If he didn't say that, he said, I love him. It's like, bro, like, how can you love somebody like that? He put food in my fridge. So you mean to tell me, because this guy put food in your fridge, that's like if your mother meets a new guy and the guy's bringing harm to you, punching you, doing all types of stuff.
Yeah,
So
we
you
chase
love
those dudes out the crib, Twiz.
exactly,
Those dudes get
exactly,
chased out the crib. You don't be like, oh, you brought me some ham and cheese. You brought me some
exactly,
SpaghettiOs. You brought milk. No, that dude gets
exactly.
chased out the crib when you notice he's a wild ass dude.
Exactly. And if you're too young and you can't defend yourself at that time, when you do grow
Because I
older,
don't want to hear that, bro. I was 10, 11 years old kicking dudes up out my crib. I remember one time me and all my friends were out the crib. We chased this one dude out the crib, and I'm talking about a 30-year-old man. We chased him out the crib. We ran him down the street all the way down into the woods. Down, like we ran this dude
so
up out the crib. So there's no
so
excuses to me.
so let's just say you don't got that energy though when you young and
Okay,
you
I was
don't
a
got
wild
you
young.
that's what I'm saying. Say you don't got it. When you grow older and as you get older, the hatred is going to grow and grow and grow. You're not going to be an older man talking about and still justifying why you let this guy, do what he did. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and he
But
freely open and talk about that, bro.
Twiz, that was a great point you made about the 6ix9ine interview. I think it's going to come up
Hmm.
in a little bit. But before I ask you this question, Hassan said, but when I seen him on Mikey T's platform, a white boy. So he was like, first he was like, he was talking about how he didn't like seeing him on. He's like, I seen the dude 10 toes down. He made a career off of using my name. But when I seen him on Mikey T's platform, a white boy. That's what we're about to get into. But Twiz, I want to ask you, like, how do you feel about Hassan Campbell continuously saying that 10 toes down made his career off of him?
Um, at the end of the day, one thing I can say is 10 toes down before YouTube, he knew Hassan Campbell. Another thing I can say is 10 toes down wasn't one of the YouTubers that came to YouTube being broke. 10 toes down already had bread before he got on that joint. Like he didn't get on
10
YouTube and
toes.
YouTube changed his life. You say that if somebody was a nobody before they got on YouTube and then they got on there and they just keep doing videos about somebody and now they joint pop and like 10 toes get on there and have fun. You ever watch his lives or anything like that? He let people rock out and he say things on there where it's like this video ain't getting monetized. You know from being a YouTuber, certain words and certain things you're gonna say, it's not even that. At the end of the day, I feel like 10 Toes with Hassan Campbell, that was a way of 10 Toes knowing for a fact that he can reach him. Because truthfully, before that, it's a whole backstory with 10 and Hassan Campbell. And I'll leave that for 10 to speak on that. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not like he was a nobody before YouTube.
Yeah, Lily said 10's lives are awesome. I think everybody generally messes with 10 toes down.
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
So, yo, Twiz, I got a question coming up for you because Hassan says, but when I seen him on Mikey T's platform, a white boy, like, why did you feel the name Hassan to say my race, like after my name? That's disrespectful. You and I both know. Well, I want to ask Twiz, like, Twiz, if we were both in jail, would he have got touched for that?
For what? Saying the white
Somebody's
boy thing?
race, like saying, yo, this Mikey T, white boy, or mentioning
Mm,
somebody's race after, like, that's just disrespectful.
it is, but in jail is very disrespectful. As far as him getting touched in jail, 9 times out of 10, probably not, because there's a bunch of disrespect going in there. It go both ways. Like you got the what they call like the Aryan Brotherhood and all of that. Like especially in the mountains, like people don't play with them either. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own little sections, and you're going to hear like racial slurs and stuff like that
And
through
people are just
jail.
gonna let it go of all
Yeah,
races.
yeah, like they might not just be openly saying it, but amongst they groups and stuff, this is how people talk, and a lot of times it's back and forth. You know what I mean? It's just another way of division. You know what I'm talking about? Instead of understanding we all in this race together. Um, you know, at the end of the day, like you got somebody like Hassan Campbell, where he talk about coming up in the Bronx, I believe Bronx River and the projects. Little do he know, you want to talk about Mikey T. Mikey T come from the struggle too. You know, Mikey T been in them projects too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
like you want to say my name, like everyone knows it. It's like there's no reason for you to say
exactly.
Mikey T, the white boy. Oh, you know why you had to remind everybody? Because subconsciously, so they could hate on me, right? Because now you're corny ass Mikey T. You know what I mean? You mentioned in my race, it kind of exposed yourself right there. You know, instead of saying like, oh, he's up there with corny ass Mikey T, this guy with the bad haircut, this guy who looks like a wolf. You could have said a million other things. Like, why did he have to say Mikey T, the white boy? Do y'all see? Does anybody see anything wrong with that? Like, what could happen to me if I did that? Like, if I'm saying shit like that on the internet, he just has no respect as a blogger, Twiz.
Well, that's just a chess move right there. That's what people say. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing somebody, from our race say
I'd
when
be
they go through
embarrassed.
something. Yeah,
I'd
like
be
they
embarrassed if I was running around like him saying all this type of shit, Twiz, on the internet. I wouldn't be able to wake up tomorrow morning and look myself in the mirror, man, acting like
but
that on the internet.
but that's what people say, man. It's just like somebody saying clout chasing, man. That's just one of them terms that people won't always use, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um if they do it to Vlad, you think it's not gonna come in you, like what you McCall it said.
Oh, yeah, Twiz, they be hitting me with baby Vlad Jr. But let me ask you, Twiz, you're on the channel every day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Twiz, do you feel I'm a culture vulture? You're on the channel all the time.
I know for a fact you're not a culture vulture. The thing about you, Mikey, is and with me is we talk more off of this than on this. I really sat and chopped it up. You've been in my crib. I didn't witness you, cut through the trenches out Philly with people and be able to kick it on the block with people for hours. It be off a topic. It ain't about, you know what I mean? That after interview or whatever, you out there backwoods and all of that. You know what I mean? And you comfortable. You really have a love for what you do. You know what I mean? You're not just somebody that's just doing it for the content. You know what I mean? You really got a sincere spot in your heart for it, and just your whole background. You already know you've been doing this before it was cool. Like when you was doing this, nobody knew who Hassan Campbell was. I'm talking about like the Wayne interviews, the Chinks interviews. I'm talking about like anybody ain't check it out, man. Make sure y'all just y'all can put in Mikey T the movie star, Lil Wayne, Mikey T the movie star with Chinks, and you would see even with the joint with Chinks, Mikey T in the middle of the trenches. It's dark outside. It's not 12 in the afternoon. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of these guys, you know what I mean? A lot of celebrities, you done been there and done that before it was a wave. Right now, it's a wave. Everybody and their
Right.
mom is doing it. You know what I'm talking about? But you was really putting that footwork in before clout chasing was a phase, before this back and forth YouTube was a era. You know what you've been doing it from the DVD era, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding, man.
So Hassan went in. He said, now you look at the movie Rosewood, you look at what happened to the Black Panther Party with Shaka Zulu, the brothers and sisters from the Zulu, the real Zulu nation in Africa, and you see what the colonizer did to us. And when I tune into YouTube and I see a white dude instigating a beef between, first of all, and he goes on to break down his relationship with 10 Toes Down. First of all, 10 Toes Down brother is married to my cousin. So I try to avoid the dude before somebody. It's close. It's family involved. I don't really know him like that, but it's family ties. Really odd. You don't know 10 Toes Down like that. It seemed like you and 10 Toes Down were speaking about doing a podcast in the past with Sinetta. So
Facts.
he doesn't know somebody that he was going to do a podcast with, Twiz?
Facts. He definitely know him. He know him enough to be, asking the whole jewelry and stuff like that from me.
And then Twiz, so correct me if I'm wrong, but earlier in what we were reading, Hassan Campbell said that 10 Toes Down made his career off of dissing Hassan Campbell, right? So so why would Hassan Campbell be shocked when he logs on to my YouTube page? When he logs on to my YouTube page and 10 Toes Down is speaking on him. When you say, Hassan, that the only content 10 Toes Down puts out is speaking on you. So now you're going to diss me over that? I think it's another hypocritical thing.
Well, that's just basically him not understanding that he's saying that your platform is big. If I go on the platform right now and this and the person that I'm talking about, and I'm on this platform and this person got 500 subscribers, the person most likely not gonna care about it. It got what it get 130 views if that. Now, if I get on Mikey T platform and now this joint is hitting thousands, now I feel like my subs are seeing it, other people are seeing it. So let me address it, and I gotta go at both of them. That just shows you, that he's just stamping that you don't have a small platform. He wouldn't speak about that against a small platform.
So he said, and then to see a white dude in the middle constantly nitpicking, knowing that sooner or later there may be something, there may be the two of us on a white man is getting away with that. So now he's taking shots at me for working with 10 Toes Down. Well, excuse me for trying to put a spotlight on 10 Toes Down when you won't. When you walked away from his podcast and you tried to leave him in the dust. You tried to leave a man with all the talent in the world in the dust. I've seen that happen. It's happened to me. I've worked with some of the best in the game. And you just want to get upset about somebody helping 10 Toes Down out as if he really needs it. Because Twiz and I both know 10 Toes Down goes on live and it does crazy views. But you know what? We show 10 Toes Down love. Twiz and 10 Toes Down be on Clubhouse together and shit like that.
Facts. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I said, he understands that the voice is getting out there, so he don't know what to do. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, he got on Mikey T joint. Let me address that. The same way he addressed that is the same way he would have addressed it if he was on Adam 22, if he was on Vlad, or if he was on the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? It don't matter who it is. If he feels as though the platform is big enough and it's getting views, he's gonna come at an angle with it. We saw him with one of his top guys that was with him, and that was Five God. And not to speak on him on this joint, but we seen when they fell out, it was so much to be said about him. But this guy was by your side all of this time. So now y'all got a fallout, and now it's so much animosity against him.
Take it. Big Fact said, take it as marketing. He said, take it as marketing.
That's what I'm talking about. Like he mentioning it because your platform is not a small platform. You know what I mean? For him to see, we talking about Hassan Campbell, like, you know what I mean? He should be too busy to be sitting down and watching YouTube videos. For him to catch that shows you he been watching your platform.
So he says, no black man is supposed to support that. We can fight as brothers, but the colonizer. What does he mean by that, Twiz? Is he trying to say that nobody should be doing interviews with me, or what do you see in that?
So how he's trying to say it is like, if you black, you doing an interview, or you shouldn't be dealing with somebody that's white. But my whole thing is this: Hassan Campbell, before YouTube, he was a regular guy. He wasn't getting the bread that he's getting from YouTube. So YouTube changed his life, right? That's safe to say, right? YouTube changed his life. So where is the money from YouTube coming from? Is it coming from black people? Like
Right?
the owners, yeah, like AdSense, these Google AdSense.
People.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I'm talking about. So if that's the case, you shouldn't even want to accept the money that's coming from YouTube that changed your life. You can't say you wouldn't want to interview or network with somebody that's white, but when Google AdSense send you that email and let you know that the payment is on the way, you know what I mean? you accepting that. You don't care where that money come from. All you know is it's a bankroll and you receiving it. That's comes from, people picking and choosing and the divide and conquer thing right there, man. It's just, been going on for years. But right now, day and time, it don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Like I said, we know what the real issue is, what's going on in the hoods. You know what I mean? And it ain't no other race but ourselves, bro.
This guy says, after everything they did, this is the colonizer now. And this is my whole thing right here. Why is it that in order for a black man to be successful on YouTube, he programs himself to think he has to go at the top YouTuber? That method does not work. It will get you attention. Yeah.
Well, it worked for him.
Yeah, right. It worked for him. You know what I mean? It'll get me attention. Well, guess what, Hassan? Guess what? I've had attention for over 10 years. Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Max B. What I've been doing, Hassan. So Hassan's point here is that 10 Toes Down had to diss him, right? You thought 10 Toes Down was coming at you because you're a big YouTuber. He was coming at you for the sole purpose of exposing you. Apparently, Hassan is mad because 10 Toes Down, shot out overnight, and he's almost as lit as you are. And the thing is that he exposes you. Doesn't it kind of feel like 50 and Ja Rule to a certain extent? You know what I'm saying? Remember when you told 10, nobody is going to believe you, Hassan. You told 10 nobody is going to believe you because you're not big enough. Well, look at him now. You know what I mean? Look at him now. Enough people were like, Mikey T, get him on here. He must be big enough if people were telling me to get 10 toes on my channel. Nobody said, get Hassan on your channel. Twiz, they didn't say get Hassan on your channel. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Don't think you're cool. Don't think you're cool. You ain't cool. You ain't cool, Razby. But Twiz, nobody was asking for Hassan on the channel before, because we've been doing this for a while. You know what I mean?
Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. And on top of that, 10 even came and showed love. I remember it was a while back. He came and showed love. I'm talking about in the comments and things of that nature. The ball's gonna be rolling regardless. You know what I'm saying? Hassan Campbell need to understand that. Yeah, you got your views and all that on YouTube, your subs, but it don't evolve around you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want to sit and hear these gossipy stories all the time, bro. You know what I mean? Every time he talk, he's going to go left field. So people sit and wait for that, man. You deliver, fresh content, switch it up. The topics is different. You're not on here talking about, life experiences and not knocking the people that do that. But at the end of the day, some people get views off of talking about their pain or experiences or going left. You know what I mean? I didn't heard this dude say some off the wall stuff. I watched some of his stuff a few times, and it's like, whoa, did this guy just say that? You know what I mean?
You're tuning in. You're like, okay, Jim Jones has beef in New York City.
Exactly.
Okay, let me tap in and see what this is about.
Exactly.
And then continue on, Twiz.
Exactly. And then the type of stuff you say, I won't even say on this stream, but it'd be like, whoa, did he just say that? Like,
thank you, bro. Because Twiz, Hassan doesn't know. I'm still like, bro, we're only 50 right now.
facts.
We're only half gas right now, Hassan.
Facts.
You come out on your channel, Hassan, and you say some of the most ignorant stuff.
You do.
Don't make us get on your ass like that, bro.
Don't
make us get on your ass, man.
You do, and it be to our community at the end of the day, Hassan Campbell. I'm telling you, I'm talking about and at the end of the day, man, Hassan Campbell, you come across this, and instead of wasting your energy and making a video, you got an issue about it. We can all address it face to face. You know what I mean? You can tap in, and we can still voice these same opinions. It's not going to change.
Hassan could tap in right now. Hassan could tap in right now and be like, yo, man, you know what? This, that, and the third. You were
Facts.
doing interviews when I was running around trying to start a music career.
Facts.
Under the radar. You know what I
Facts.
mean? You could tap in and we could have this conversation right now, to be honest with you, man. But yeah, Twiz, my
Facts. No, it's all good, and the list goes on, man. You know, not to even talk religion and all of that, but you know, Hassan Campbell say that he's Muslim. You know, and as being Muslim, I know the religion is perfect, not the people in it, but the people that go to the lowest point of the hellfire, as Muslims see it, is the hypocrite. So you can't call people out on things and say this and that, and then talk religion, but you being a hypocrite to everything you say. You contradict everything you say. You talk about people making fun of the dead, but you do the same thing, but in your own manner. If somebody lost their kid and their kid is on the news and the world see it, you think the last thing somebody want to hear is, "Oh, a 12-year-old got his snot box rocks because he went to the bodega. I told y'all it ain't safe outside." So if you saying that with that energy just because you're on YouTube and you feel like the energy is there, would you say that to the victims' family members? Would you say, you know what, dang, your son got his snot box rock? Like, how do you think that would be accepted if it happened to one of your children or close people and they said that to you in your face? Would you accept that? So if that's not acceptable to say it to the victim's family, it's not acceptable to do a video on YouTube about it. And you know you got 100,000 people that's going to view the joint, and they gonna feel like whatever you say is the truth regardless. It be basic stuff, bro. Like, you know, they be like, "Oh, he got a snot box rock. It's safe to say it ain't safe outside." Things like that. It never been safe outside. When has it ever been safe outside? When you was outside allegedly supposed to be a beast and you sat for bodies. So if you did sit for 3 bodies, or if you even caught 1 body, you think that body that you caught was justified just because you did it? No, bro, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. That's why them true G's that is upstate, that been up there 30, 40 years, they ain't sitting around glorifying what they did. They talk with a whole different energy, a whole different outlook on life. They be upset when they see young brothers coming in to jail and they got a 20 to 40 and they don't even got 6 months in yet in the state. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Twiz, I wanted to bring out, it's like you had mentioned, and then it's like, who's talking about and who cares about Nas Blicky's mom? You know what I mean? When Hassan is up here singing "My Baby Being Damaged," Karma, he was singing that he's a vegetable. How do you think Nas Blicky's mom feels? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Hassan, you have no class with that shit, man. That is the difference between me and you. That's the difference between you and I, Hassan. You jump on here and you say things with no regard, just like you were saying, Twiz, about how are the mothers going to feel, the fathers. You know what I
Facts.
mean? This man's a father himself. You're a father, Twiz, so I know you can understand that a little bit more than me. I'm not a
Facts.
father.
Facts. Like if I lost one of my children, and let's just say if he was from Philly or if I was from New York, and he's on there like, you know, my child got his snot box rock. Like at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be willing to put everything up on the line to do whatever I can to catch this man. You know what I mean? Anything. It's to the point like, you know, it's broad daylight. I don't care if a cop is parked right there on the corner. I'm maxing out on them. But you do these type of things and you say these things, you don't know how you hurting people. These people that's being entertained, they aren't victims. Anybody that has someone close to them, and you know what I mean, and they lost a person, like I really witnessed it myself. I witnessed, you know, really losing somebody close to a tragic death. So it screws with your brain, you know what I mean? You just know how to carry yourself. That's why you have people like Styles P say that he a gangster and a gentleman. It's a time for everything. When you want to pull that G stuff out, you do it towards other G's.
Yeah.
You don't try to, you know what I mean? That him doing that.
It's like, Hassan, please stop trying to act cool. Like the way you
Exactly.
talk, it comes off incredibly lame. This is Mikey T telling you that you're lame. I would never jump on a video and say 12 victims got their snot box rocked.
Exactly.
If you find a video of me saying some obnoxious shit like that, then you can call me a culture vulture.
Exactly.
Then you can do that. But I have too much respect for this community, Twiz, to exactly what you were just saying. That's why right now we're on the same track. To be coming on videos and saying, okay, saying somebody's getting their TV turned off and the snot box rock. I understand these are different concepts, so you don't have to say certain words on YouTube.
Exactly.
Maybe when we're talking about hip-hop artists.
Exactly.
But you're not talking about hip-hop, man. You want to be 60 minutes.
Exactly.
He wants to be 60 minutes so bad.
Exactly. Yep. Like, you can't talk about something serious and throw a joke inside of it. Like, you know, you talking about a serious matter and somebody got they life snatched or something, and you do like a little rap versus something. When that rap verse is supposed to be entertaining and funny at the same time. You know what I mean? That's the definition of a character. What shocks me is that people don't understand that guy don't care about nothing besides getting them checks, bro. Like, he gonna know he know what to say and know how to control that crowd to get them checks. You know, and there's nothing wrong with chasing it back, but don't make it like you're trying to save the world and the community. When at the end of the day, you're just trying to deliver content that the people is gonna fall for.
Yeah, calling me a colonizer like I didn't speak with Hassan Campbell on the phone when I was in Miami, and Hassan Campbell's homie recognized me, Twiz. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, they recognized who I was and shit. But you know, it's like it. But it wasn't a problem, Twiz. It wasn't a problem when Hassan Campbell's homie Bullets Gotti came up on the channel with us, was it?
True.
It wasn't a problem.
It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. And on Clubhouse, you know, Gotti gave you a lot of flowers on that job.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was no problem when, you know, Gotti was on the channel showing love. It was only a problem when we made you look like that with the whole Fordham Road stuff, man. And it was really just eating you alive, Hassan. That 10 Toes Down interview was really eating him alive, Twiz. You know, where do you think I got this thumbnail from? You've been eyeing me for months.
That's crazy.
You know, I told your man, Hassan, tap in. I told Hassan, Twiz, I said, tap in. We're going to have 10 Toes Down on the channel. You know what I mean? Tell him to tap in so we can speak. And apparently the message didn't really get relayed. If you moved correctly, then maybe none of this wouldn't even have occurred like that. We could have handled it with class and respect. But no, you think I made it my business to interview 10 Toes Down about you? Do you think I need this headache? Do you think I'm not aware that I'm a white blogger? So here's what you're really trying to do. You're trying to get 10 to hate me because your sole reason, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be, you're white, so you shouldn't be doing interviews. Go F yourself. Go fuck yourself, Hassan. I shouldn't be doing interviews. You shouldn't be lying about whether you're in jail or whether you're in the studio working with African Bambaataa, man. Maybe I shouldn't have threw all that shit. Maybe I shouldn't have threw all that shit in there. Oh, hold on one second. I think 10 Toes Down is with us.
Uh-oh. Sheriff in the building. This joint about to get crazy if Sheriff in this joint.
Yo, but big fact, somebody's trying to tell me I shouldn't be doing an interview. Fuck out of here, man. It's all shock value. Take advantage of the attention, Mikey T. Hell yeah, 10 Toes Down is in the building. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a spiel right there.
The shock value is one thing, but you know, when you know you're sincere and you're doing things, it's hard to, you know what I mean? It's deeper than just trying to use it as a shock value when you know what your intentions are.
Let me get this shit back up if 10's going to be joining us. Let me see. I had a couple questions for 10, actually. Oh, no, we ain't. That's not where we're at with it. Let me see.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, too. I can't see y'all. You know what I mean? But much love and respect always, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all know how we carry it on here.
Yep, 10 Toes Down might be tapping. Oh, here he is. 10 Toes Down is home.
Yo, what up, bro?
Chef.
It's V Twiz, my man. What's happening, man? Mikey T, what's popping?
You already know. Much love and respect.
You know what it is, man.
Platform's yours, 10.
Huh?
The platform is yours, bro. I appreciate you tapping in with us.
Yeah, man. You know, I just chimed in. I just came in, seeing what y'all was talking about. You already know that you can't let that motherfucker Hassan Campbell get under your skin, man. You know? He's doing it. You see, you can tell already. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to separate, trying to exclude divide and conquer. And he's using the race card now, you know, which is easily seen. Certain people gonna fall for it. And certain people gonna be like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. With that white, that colored white shit and all that, man. When the majority of your motherfucking followers is white.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
And you know that's pretty much
that's a distraction.
10, did you think in your mind that Hassan Campbell was going to be responding to the interviews that we were doing?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. He has to. He can't let nothing go. He has to. He ain't gonna just let nothing go.
Well, I think Chef froze on us.
Yep, he's in the studio or
something. But yeah,
the
only you beat him with truth. You just gotta beat him with truth. You gotta just everything that he say it back to him. The same thing that he said. Just say it back to him.
So 10, is it because of the layaway? Is it because of the layaway and the fake jewelry? You know what I mean? Is that what is it because you were telling this to a white boy?
No, what it is that anybody that has a voice and gives me a voice, he's gonna have a problem with you. And if it was Twiz and Twiz numbers was up and he knew Twiz and he gonna try to like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take offense to it and want to come at you. That's how he is, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing going on in his life.
And that's all because the things that Tim be saying, it be factual or really get under his skin. Like I even said to Chef, like, bro, it's like when Chef say something, bro, like it really hit him. Like he go to sleep on that. Like, yo, how am I going to address this? Like, you know what I mean? Because he know what's up. He knew Hassan Campbell before Hassan Campbell was getting his little YouTube checks and all of that. So he know him, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a lot right there, you know what I mean? It's someone that could really, you know, bust that boy bubble and rain on this parade. He don't like that.
Yeah, he don't like when I talk. Anybody else can say something, but when I talk, you know it's gonna get to him. Because I'm giving them facts, I'm giving them truth, I'm holding them accountable, and never have I ever got off my mission from day one when I first started. Was accountability. And everything that you're saying you did, and going to do, you have yet to do it yet. So what you mad at me for? I'm only repeating what you said you was gonna do.
Facts.
I gave Hassan a little bit of an assignment, 10. I said, Hassan, I want you to name drop 5 of your day ones. You know, I know he's gonna have a little bit of a hard time doing that, man. I know he's gonna have a hard time doing that because he probably doesn't rock with a lot of his day ones. He probably blames a lot of his day ones for shit. So I want Hassan to get this little essay out if he's gonna do it in video format or whatever. But I'm calling it, you know, because I can name 5 day ones. You know, I'm Mikey T. I've had the same friends for a long time. What's up, Twiz?
Well, Mikey, he can't leave Van Bada out, so he gonna have to name 4 because Van Bada definitely one of his day ones.
Definitely one of them. The other one is dead. BO, he got killed. That's it. Ain't nobody else that's on his side who he could call. You know what I'm saying? Or anybody that he could call his friend. He don't trust nobody. Or nobody, and he act like he cut people up. Nobody fucks with him.
Where's his interviews? You know what I mean, where's his interviews when he's talking about people interviewing people? That's why he said that shit about me doing interviews, because he doesn't do interviews. I actually go out there and I interview the different people in hip hop, get their perspective. I'm not sure that he ever did that shit in his career. Did he?
Yeah.
He would go out and film my son. He would go film my son, you know, at the rallies and shit.
Yeah, he don't do it, but like Ten said, you know, when he's uncomfortable because he stir up so much stuff, somebody like him gonna think like, is this gonna be a setup? Should I go do this? Should I do that? So now he's stuck in a box. You know what I mean? So his living room is the safest place for him. You know what I mean?
So let me
He
ask.
probably got 1,000 cameras around that house.
Let me ask.
Oh hell yeah.
Let me ask you, man. Why didn't Hassan Campbell? Why didn't Hassan grab Bullets Gotti and tell him to jump off the Instagram live? 10.
Say that again.
Why didn't Hassan Campbell step in, grab Bullets Gotti, and tell him to get off of the Instagram live?
He told him to get off.
No, why didn't he step in and tell him to get off? Like, yo, get off of that shit, bro.
Listen, man. Hassan don't care about no Bullets Gotti neither. Bullets Gotti Bullets Gotti's dumbing in him. Like Bullets Gotti don't know nothing. We're dealing with mental patients, man. We're trying to make sense with mental patients. Hassan told you in his video. If you go look at the video with him and Pharaoh, he tells you, yo, I've been in mental institutions.
Facts.
Which man that been in the mental institutions and he's dealing with mental health now to this day, he's telling you that. You gonna sit there and listen to this motherfucker?
Facts. He giving out advice though.
Giving out that. So we taking advice from a mental patient.
Facts. He let it be known he troubled. You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting up a
listen,
right
when it comes, listen, you gotta understand another thing, right? Today when we was on the 050 China Brim movement, right? We were talking about his family, how his family is. And I know his family, like he said, his cousin is married to my brother, right? So the family and nobody fucks with him. His sister is a high, like she's one of the top preachers. She don't fuck with him. His sisters, his brothers, his uncles, nobody fucks with him. Before all the YouTube shit and all that, when we used to go out, we used to go to Atlantic City and all that. Whenever we had family functions and I get there, I used to always ask, yo, what's up? Where Poppy at? Because I never even knew his name was Hassan. I used to know him as Poppy. That's what my brother introduced him to me as, Poppy. So I used to be like, yo, where Poppy at? Why y'all never let him come out? Like, yo, whenever we have events, it's like, man, want that nigga around us. I'm like, why the fuck y'all be shitting on him? But I never knew. I never understood why. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until years later when he started being on the fucking YouTube and all this other shit. Then Sonetta used to tell me, then I seen why. You know what I'm saying? The family, nobody didn't fuck with him. Because he got mental issues. You know what I'm saying? And he liable to say or do anything.
10, let me ask you, how much time did Hassan Campbell really do in jail?
He did a year. I think he did like
stretches, right?
No, he did 12 to 6. It's on the internet. You could just type in his name. He did like 12. He did a year on Rikers Island and 6 months upstate and came home. That's why I always tell him, listen. If y'all was on it back before, when I used to get on him about that and tell him, yo, show and prove about that assault that you have in which you beat up your baby mother. Facts. You beat your baby mother up. Show and prove about when you went there, and then he came on camera with some paperwork. Yeah, this is the assault right here. This is it. And he was going like this with it. He wants to keep it still. Keep it still for the people to read it. Let them read what it is.
Hassan, I will do you dirtier than 50 did Ja Rule. Hassan, I will do you dirtier and 50 is Ja Rule. Be lucky if I don't cut that clip up and put that shit out. This is 50. Don't mess with me, Hassan.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Mikey. None of his shit is sealed. You know his name. All you got to do is request his fucking name. Any case that he ever had, you can get it. Any case.
So
this is the time now to get it before he try to put a seal on his fucking cases. And you will see he was never locked up for a fucking murder. He was locked up for assault. You're gonna get the details of the way he beat up his baby mama. You're gonna get everything.
Whoa.
He told you on camera. Listen, let me tell you something. Look. Twiz, now you gotta know. You from Philly, you know the streets. Mikey T, you're from the streets. People out there, the viewers know. When the police lock you up, the first 48, when they take you in the motherfucking room, right? What's the first thing they do when they sit you down in that room?
After they fingerprint you and all that, they gonna sit you down. You're gonna get interrogated if it's for that type of drama.
So they're gonna interrogate you, they're gonna try to give you food, they're gonna give you cigarettes, all kind of shit to get you to open up. Go to his video where he speaks about when he got locked up. He said, I got locked up. I was gonna run in Connecticut for a murder. The police came to the door. They handcuffed me and took me to McDonald's. What? I said, what the fuck? What police take you to McDonald's? They only take you to McDonald's. I mean, they don't even bring to McDonald's. They bring the shit to you in the interrogation room.
Exactly.
Yeah, they took him in there and they told him, he said, they told me this gonna be the last sandwich you eat. And that was, he stopped the sentence. My thing was, finish the sentence. This is gonna be the last sandwich you eat until you tell us what happened. Now listen what happened. Look, he stopped talking from there, right? I said, I made a video. Why you don't finish the whole story? What happened? You got locked up. Eric Bennett got locked up. Eric got life. You home. What's up? That was your code. Why he got life and you home? So then he had somebody come on there like they was Eric Bennett talking about nah. Hassan ain't telling me. He didn't tell him. Shut the fuck up. We don't know who that person was you got on there. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, he out of pocket.
Ken, let me ask you. And then I got a follow-up question for you. Ten, you know, by Hassan Campbell meeting Tekashi 6ix9ine, anything productive from that interview? Do you think 6ix9ine anything from Hassan from that meeting?
Do I think 6ix9ine took anything from that meeting?
Yeah. Do you think he learned anything? Do you think anything?
Hell no. Nah, hell no. He learned. No, yeah, he learned something. You know what he learned that? He learned that Hassan and WAK 100 is just like him. That's what he learned. They both just like him. He know Hassan. He told him in his face, like, nigga, you did the same thing I did, nigga. You was a rat too. Shut the fuck up.
They were wrapping it up.
Yeah, he told him right there in his face. Nigga, you would have told too, nigga. Call him a rat right in his face. All that dumb shit. I'm never lacking and all that. Shut up.
6ix9ine learned. Not only did he learn that, but he learned that being known as having money is power. For someone that's supposed to be Hassan Campbell, he talks all this Bronx River stuff. He talked rocking snot boxes. He talked standing on principles. But you're going to sit in front of this rat and you're going to praise this rat because he was like, nobody never did nothing for me. It took a rat to come do this for me, bro. You might as well get on your knees and kiss his feet. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so he definitely, he boosted 6ix9ine. He boosted him. If anything, he boosted his ego.
Yeah, hell yeah. Look, and before that, he was shooting down 6ix9ine, shooting at him. Then once he finally got him, now he want to talk about, yo, you a king, you something king of shit. That's when WAK was like, he ain't no fucking king. Fuck out of here.
So Twiz, my follow-up question for you: would you interview 6ix9ine? Why or why not?
I want to interview 6ix9ine just for the principles I stand on. It's no dollar amount of money that can do something, and I can sit in somebody's face that took all these people from their family. And on top of that, he came home and still stood on it like he was still a G and still taunt people. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I'd rather just go to work before I would sit down and interview him. I wouldn't want that on my back just from what I've been through in life and what I stand for, man.
So, yo, this whole My Son situation. Now that you're here, 10, I want to finish the conversation. Like, can we all call it how it really is about why Hassan does not like My Son? Hassan basically told My Son about Bambaataa, thinking he would do something about it. Don't get mad because My Son didn't do something about it. But 10, why is Hassan hating? Why does Hassan want other people to slide for his beef? And then he puts them on the spot when they don't.
Because my son got a stronger voice than Hassan Campbell. Plus, my son did the right thing. He didn't pick up that case because he didn't see the full truth in the case. So Hassan was mad that he didn't use him. The same way Hassan is mad at Vlad for never interviewing him, never calling him to do an interview with him. He's mad at Vlad. And then somebody told me that Vlad did ask to do an interview and he fronted because he don't want to fly out. He's so fucking scared. But my thing is this, man. My son ain't do nothing to him. The crazy thing is that the Lit Box, channel the Lit Box, that's Hassan Campbell, man. That's my man too. Lit Box and my son is mad cool. They know each other from back in the days too. Plus Hassan is cool with Lit Box. Now Lit Box and my son ain't even cool no more due to this fucking crab cake. You know what I'm saying? So Hassan try that little divide and conquer and try to get everybody on his side. Then once he gets you on his side, he flip on you. If my son would have did a story with him and been with him, he would have flipped. He would eventually flipped on my son anyway. So it's good that my son stayed away. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see my son, he don't say, yo, 10, what up with this and that. First thing he say, we outside. We outside. We out here. We in the street. That's the first thing he tell me every time I see him. Yeah, nigga, we outside, man. The mother niggas ain't out here. That's right. Because he know, and I know what the fuck he talk about. That bitch ass nigga do all that talking and everything, talk about him, but he out there putting that work in. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. Facts.
And I got to call out this point where Hassan contradicts himself. Hassan said, black people are not dissing them, but we constantly dethrone each other. He's saying that none of the bloggers have dissed Vlad or Adam 22. 10, do you not remember Nori telling Vlad to take down all of his interviews? Why are we why are we not remembering what Nori did? Nori said, Vlad, take down all of my interviews. What are we going to just discount Nori, the top blogger? You know
my son cut Vlad off.
My son did as well.
After the fucking Farrakhan thing. I went at Vlad. I got a couple of videos about Vlad and Adam 22. I got videos about them getting at them.
He's always saying
this. And I'm not getting at them on no racial type shit. I'm getting at them on accountability and stepping up. Because when they all first started, they all start out the same. They come out the gate the same way. And then once they get up there, I don't know. I think he always talk about some door. He walked through the door. I mean, he walked through the Bambaataa door, but I think he walked through another door too. They all get up there, man. They got a certain stare to themselves. Like, damn, what the fuck? They put it in you too? Damn, what the fuck happened to you?
Facts. Lord Jamar did too.
Yeah.
So here it was, 10. Hassan said, another thing that pissed me off, I seen the dude 10 toes down. He made a career. He said, but when I see a white boy. So right there, you know what I mean? But what I said earlier and what I stand by is that he's failing to realize that you got lit off of exposing his hypocrisy.
Listen, he talk about somebody getting lit and using his name and getting offended. Man, that's bullshit. How about the 15 plus videos he did about my son? How about the 20 plus videos he did about Jim Jones? What about the 100 videos he did about Sonetta? And then to say I came up off of him, that's like 50, you saying 50 Cent came up off of Ja Rule. No, 50 Cent was saying something that people wanted to hear. 50 Cent had a good sound, good music. Ja Rule wasn't the reason for his up. So then, whenever if that was the case, right, then everybody could just say your name and blow the fuck up. The reason why people came to me and left you is because they respected and understood what I was saying. If I wasn't saying shit, they wouldn't have followed me. It's not your name. It's because I use your name as a reference, but at the same time, what I'm saying is opening the minds of the people, and the people grasp to it and understand, like, yeah, you know what? This motherfucker is a fraud. And out of everybody else, he knows him. He's been around him. He's dealt with him. Everybody else hasn't. I've dealt with him. I've been around. You know what I'm saying? So I know the type of person he is. I know the snake he is. You know, I've sat there and listened to him, and he told me, yo, you got to do this. Fuck the people. Fuck all the motherfuckers, man. Just got to get your money right. You know what I'm saying? I was there with him. He told me this. And then he ended up making a video saying
it. Yeah. And on top of that, anybody been a supporter of 10, they would know 10 came at the game going at people that was in position and was talking like they trying to help the community, but all they doing is talking. 10 like, all right, why don't we all link up and we do things? He's like, you know, I come to your hood, we can do it out here, and nobody bit the bait. So, you know, after that, you know, it was like, you know, the gloves was off. It was deeper than Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? Yeah. And let's not forget, Hassan Campbell came in the game from talking about somebody, and that's Van Bada. If it wasn't for that storyline right there, Hassan, it would be no Hassan Campbell.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely.
So 10, let me get your thoughts. Let me get your thoughts on Hassan Campbell calling me a colonizer. What up, Wack? Oh shit! Oh, you're
flocking the
right now,
y'all turned up in that joint, 10.
10 just put Wack on the channel.
Huh?
What you say?
Ten's in the elevator right now, y'all. Bear with him.
Yo, what's up, nigga?
Yo, what's good, Bimmy?
What's up, nigga?
Yo,
yes, Bimmy. What's up?
Dope new interview on Vlad's channel, bro.
Oh, that's what's up, man? What's going on? Huh?
What up, fam? How you been?
What's up, Mikey? Mikey TV, right? That's your name, right?
Mikey T, the movie star. What up, G's? Thought that. What up, Bimmy? Yo, you're on mute. You got Bimmy on mute. That's the OG right there.
All right, go ahead.
Yo, what's up?
I appreciate you, Bimmy. What's good?
Mikey T, the movie star. What's up?
Yo, man, we got to lock in for an interview, Bimmy. We supposed to be locking in. I took like a whole weekend to write the interview, Bimmy.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna tell 10. I'm gonna tell 10 to lock it in, man, so we can get
on. Don't give me my number.
I got you.
10 will give me my number.
I think I got your number, Bimmy. To be honest with you.
You might not have the same number. This motherfucker switch numbers every minute.
I think we got the. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. But let me see.
Yeah, but I give you the number. I give you the number though.
Oh yeah. Yo, 10. You got to get out of here. Or I had a question I want to ask you.
No. You go ahead. We just coming down out the joint.
So yo, I gotta get
this nigga FLOCKA. Hold on. Where we going? To Jersey? Where FLOCKA going? Oh. Yeah. Go ahead, brothers.
So I got to get your take on Hassan taking the route of calling me a colonizer, man. What were you
that's crazy. That's crazy. You should say anything. That nigga Hassan Campbell called Mikey T a colonizer.
Why you call him that?
Because he's trying to say that I did an interview with Mikey T, and like trying to do the race call, like how this black dude, like I'm selling out. You let the white man, white man. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yep.
Mikey T, man, keep doing your thing, bro.
Hell yeah, I appreciate
It's a
that.
big world, man. This world for everybody, man. This world ain't built for this one man. It's built for all men.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? Respect everything that's living.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I don't care if it's a bug, is a bird, whatever. Respect everything that's living.
Yeah,
Fuck
Bimmy.
all that, man.
It's inspiring seeing you doing shit on television like FX with the series and all that, man.
Yeah,
That's
It's
heavy.
great to see Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx taking interest
Yeah.
in playing Supreme. Shit's looking
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. But I don't think Jamie Foxx ain't doing that.
He
But
needs to do that, bro. If they get him 15, if they get him 15, 20 million, he's gonna play Supreme.
20 million, he get more than that.
You think
Playing, what he playing? What roles he playing?
Like Ray Charles and everything.
Ray Charles, they get I think 20 cents. Will Smith get 20.
Yeah. But I was hearing some things about Michael B. Jordan, unless that was just cap about
It was
maybe cap.
All that cap, bro.
Yeah.
Cap.
Listen, it won't be no movie or no Supreme Team if they don't got Bim in the shit.
Oh yeah, of course. Who's gonna play Bimmy? I mean, Bimmy's got such an iconic look that a dope actor would play Bimmy. But I mean,
they're gonna have to get Bimmy's okay. They're gonna have to give Bimmy full story.
well, you know, Bimmy's doing some major things. But Bimmy, what's up with that? The Irv Gotti, Nas, all that shit. That shit looks crazy. That documentary Nas produced looks crazy.
Yo, bro, I don't want to sound like, you know, but I'm gonna show y'all niggas some real shit, homie. How it really happened, how it really was, man. You know what I mean?
I know you be holding it down, Bim.
You know, Nas don't know them guys, man. He don't know them guys. He don't know them. I live with them dudes, like roll with them every day.
Bim, the original $2 million baby, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, man.
Was it 2 million?
What?
Was it 2 million for Bimmy's bail?
I don't know. What was it? 2 million for your bill?
Oh, 2 million.
The original $2 million baby.
I mean, when he used to.
What'd you say?
The original $2 million baby. You know how they call Max B the $1 million baby?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bimmy, I remember you told me that shit on the phone before, man. I really appreciate you giving me the shit. And that's my co-host. That's Quiz right there from Philly. I connect with a lot of people out of Philly.
All right, big dog.
All right, brother.
Go?
They turned up out that jump.
Hell yeah, man. This is kind of a crazy exclusive we're getting on the channel right here.
Facts.
Fuck. Bazaar was out here in Connecticut at the cookies dispensary.
What's that, honey bun?
Yeah, I got this honey bun shit.
Dang. Hey, Tim, y'all lit out that joint, man. Y'all off that joint like it's Saturday night.
Yeah, right. I don't even know what time is it out this motherfucker. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock. I didn't know what time. It's still early. You heard, Bill? Yeah, it's early. We just getting started.
Hell yeah, it's early.
Fuck up in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah,
it's still early. We about to go turn up some more.
That's love, man.
We were just in the motherfucking studio. We about to go turn up some more. We gonna turn up for real, man.
That's living life for real, man. Salute the
yeah, man.
Y'all
definitely, bro.
Y'all's doing it real big, 10, man. I see you out there getting really in the mix.
Yeah, man. You got you, man. Definitely, man. Here go your man right here. Yo, Flock, you remember Mikey T? He interviewed you.
Yo, what up, Wack?
What up, my boy?
We had done an interview at Circle House Studios back by the ping pong table.
But I don't know what the fuck you talking about, man.
You said Young Scooter would do that time. Young Scooter just got sentenced to like 6 months.
Nah, I know. He say no to he fucking with you.
Oh shit, yeah. I'd let WAKA smoke some weed. I let WAKA smoke some weed that day. He smoked it. He was like, "Oh shit, this shit's loud."
You in the back? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate WAKA for giving me a little 10 minutes for an interview back then, man. That shit went on World Star Hip Hop. I put that shit on World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah.
That out right now. Seriously, all you got to do is type in Mikey T, movie star, WAKA FLOCKA. Salute to Frenchie too. Free Frenchie. Yeah. You already know. You already know. This channel's live. This channel's live, and I appreciate 10 Toes Down, and I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
you in the cut.
huh?
You in the cut sober, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
moving, you're moving with no, you know what I'm blurred vision.
Yeah, 10 on hit.
You know what I mean?
You know, I be out there high as shit.
Yo, imagine they go back in time. We could jump out one of these shits.
right there. This should be crazy.
Yo,
It's just Dre.
yeah, it looked like the top dropped on that bitch.
Yeah, this motherfucking this the Tesla. The Tesla, this shit is crazy, man. This some spaceship shit.
Yeah,
Yo,
them
Wack,
Jones
you
is-
remember you did that show with Stitches and Scott Storch? Remember you brought Stitches out at the Scott Storch show and you did the Brick in Your Face record? That shit was lit.
Yo, we
That's-
threw that fake cocaine in the air.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
What's up with you though, Wack?
Therefore, to see some
How
of
you
the neighbors
doing?
artists perform and give our feedback.
I ain't doing shit, man. I'm living, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm glad for the career that you gave us, and I'm glad you get to enjoy your life and shit with the you know, the moves that you made, bro.
Yeah, I just found out what life is. I'm living this shit now.
Facts, man. Oh, as they say, oh, let's do it. Not to get corny with you, you know what I'm saying? But oh, let's do it, man.
Nigga, life's corny. Shit, how corny could it be after
right. Yeah, bro.
Wack, did you get to drop the Flocka 2 album?
that? Nah,
A lot of labels, man.
I think I might do it. I got some shit to play.
Ben about to turn up. They about to turn up right now. I ain't gonna be able to hear nothing. He about to go crazy in here right now.
Yo, I know, yo. So
I'm
I'll
about
let
to
you
play
go,
some
10.
shit.
I appreciate you, Bimmy. I appreciate you, 10. Wack, salute.
All right, brother.
Salute
Enjoy your
y'all.
night,
Stay safe,
brother.
man. Much love and respect.
Appreciate you.
Yo, we
G,
still gonna get up again, Mikey. We gonna do another joint. Me and you too, Twiz. We can do another joint
For
whenever
sure.
you're ready, bro.
All right,
All right,
for sure.
yo.
Jeff, I'm gonna hit your jack up. Stay safe, guys.
All right.
Much love.
What? Appreciate you, 10. Appreciate you, Wack and Bimmy. How about that shit, Twiz? How about
Nah,
that
bro.
shit? That's what we do
Man.
on here.
That's live, raw, and uncut. That's how we carry it, man. That's why, you know, y'all gotta stay tuned in, man. Y'all never know what's going to happen, man. You know how many special guests we had pop up on the show, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the
Crazy.
chat too, man.
Yeah, they was about to start playing all kinds of music, wasn't they, Twiz?
Raw rap, that joint, you would have been getting them notifications from YouTube. Them joints would have been jumping in your email like, oh no.
Yup. But we had Bimmy on the channel. You know, I
Appreciate
wasn't
it.
trying to get all interview on him, Twiz, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta at least say a little something. You
Yeah,
know
but
what I
they
mean?
was fresh out. They was fresh out studio vibes, and you know, WAKA still, you know, WAKA remember exactly who you is. You know what I mean? So
That's
we
crazy.
even got a little clip of that. You know what I'm saying? That was you know, a surprise guest, man.
Why,
But
what
just
did he
to show
say?
you
What did he say? Oh, we know because of the brick in your face shit. But what did he say when
facts.
he went, yo? Or was he like,
Facts.
yo, stop film? What did he say?
Facts.
I didn't know what
was
I
just
thought
like,
he said stop filming me or something.
no, I don't think he said that. He got a
Okay.
personality too. So at the end of the day, he would have, if it was like that, he would have been like, you know, I ain't trying to get on that joint, but you know, at the end of the day, they fresh out studio. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I remember that video I shot. It was a recap of it was WAKA performing, but Scott Storch was doing all the DJ work. So Storch had Stitches come out, or no, actually WAKA had Stitches come out and do one song. Yeah, it was pretty nuts, man. It was pretty nuts, to be honest with you, just to be a part of that. That day, I actually had my best haircut. You guys can go watch the video. Just type it in, WAKA FLOCKA Stitches, and the video will actually come up. I did a recap. It has like 200,000 views on it.
That's fire.
But I also
Definitely
did an
fire.
interview with WAKA Twiz that I put on World Star where I was asking him about young Scooter getting arrested for he did 6 months in jail, to which WAKA was like, oh, he's going to do that time. He actually said he's going to do that time jerking off. You know what I mean? I was like, it was, you're the jail bull, Twiz, man. Is 6 months time is an easy one?
Yeah, that's easy. That's you doing that on your head. It's like 6 months. That's nothing. It's something, but it's nothing.
Right. Right, man. Lil Perky. WAKA loves hip hop. Yeah, WAKA does love hip hop, man. I mean,
He
I
love
really,
it, but
I really like the shit he was doing on Triple F Life too. You know what I mean? When he connected with
facts,
Drake on, make that ass clap. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
But I was really liking how he came back and started promoting FLOCKA too. That's actually around the time when I got to interview him. So that's why I wanted to ask real quick if he did get the chance to drop that album in case, you know what I mean? Just so my hip hop timeline is on point if I ever do get the chance. Because, BIMMY, like I said, Twiz, I was actually, I wrote an interview for BIMMY. I take my time with my interviews, and I did it, and I wrote an interview with BIMMY, and I put my all into my interviews, bro.
Facts. I already know. I already know. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? It's always well calculated. You know what I'm saying? When you put that pen to work and write them questions out and everything. So
but
yeah,
Twiz,
man.
that's why I had to make that comment. I had to make that comment about 10 toes down being sober out there. I believe he told me he didn't drink and shit like that. And
Yeah, he don't do nothing.
yeah, imagine me out there, Twiz. You know what I mean? I'd be a little wavy, not necessarily able to connect the dots. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, be out
10 is
there
out
enjoying
there.
yourself.
Right. 10 is on there. He even tapped in, even though we're gonna link in either tomorrow or a little bit later this week. He even
Facts,
tapped in on some professional ass shit. And then he went the extra mile for us, Twiz.
facts, facts.
Yeah, I appreciate that shit. That
Yeah,
shit.
that just show you what type of person he is, man. You know what I mean? That's why gotta salute brothers like that, man.
Facts, man. You gotta salute a bro like 10 toes down on the real, man. Let me see though here. Let me see. What else do we got here? So let's see. Let me get back to it here. Hassan, I don't even care. I didn't come on my platform to diss Hassan Campbell, as you said, Twiz. Like, I really didn't come on
Mhm.
here with the intentions of dissing Hassan. I didn't have
Facts,
any, I didn't bring 10 toes down on the channel to, actually, I can't say that. I mean, the interview was pretty much based on Hassan. You know what I mean? Because, like Hassan said, 10 toes down makes content dissing him, you know? But I brought 10 toes on the channel, much like I interviewed Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. You know what I mean?
hmm
In this situation, you would consider 10 toes down to be the Young Dolph, Hassan Campbell, the older, being the Yo Gotti. You know what I mean? I put the feelers out there for the interview with Hassan Campbell, and it did not get reciprocated.
facts.
Like I said, I interviewed Ja Rule before, and I've interviewed members of the G Unit family. I don't limit myself to who I can interview. You know what I mean? 10 Toes Down showed me love, and I had him on the show. In reality, Hassan Campbell, you know what I mean? His close friend put me on the phone with Hassan, and he didn't know about the Arab campaign I was even doing, Twiz.
Facts.
I guess he's too busy or too worried about the legal action he could or taken against Bombada than actually reporting on someone real in the music industry. Because let's be real, Twiz. Arab's situation needed to be reported on by somebody who could actually get the news out there. So
Facts.
when I got the chance to speak with Hassan Campbell on the phone, he did not give me any type of reciprocation about having anything to do with Arab on his channel. Oh shit, Arab just got sentenced to 40 years in jail. Yeah, let's do something with my massive fan base.
Facts. It's just something that's light, as just light and human instinct, man. It don't cost nothing. It don't take nothing, bro. How does it hurt? You know what I mean? But I heard him speak on AR and calling him like a real G. So what was the problem with taking that proposition?
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Why is that? You know what I mean? Why is it? Why am I under scrutiny? Why am I called? I'm called Baby Vlad. I'm nothing like Vlad. Why am I associated with Vlad? Do I got to
Facts.
go around and compare other bloggers? Let's talk about how you admitted, and we looked in the podcast. You know what I mean? Sorry about that.
It's cool.
Okay, so you looked at the podcast, and now you go on to attack other people with hearsay. You know, I take integrity. If you're in a hashtag, I take integrity with my videos. If you're in a hashtag, it's because I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. That's how YouTube works. If you're the topic, don't ask me why you're in the title, because you're doing controversial shit. You know what I mean? That's why I'm putting you at the title of my podcast. Everybody is out there reacting to what you're doing, exposing people.
Facts.
Let's talk about another thing. You know the paperwork of that China 050 put out? You know that was fake. You knew it was fake. You knew the Jim Jones paperwork was fake. And you know where he got the paperwork from. You're like, I'm not mentioning no suckers' name. I know where you got the paperwork from. I'm not reading fake paperwork on my page. You know, so look at the whole situation. Look at the whole situation with China releasing the Jim Jones fake paperwork or whatever, and Hassan Campbell being a Philly blog, or not a Philly blogger, a New York blogger, even worse, and not actually correcting that shit.
Facts. Facts. That's because it was a bigger plot, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just because he really disliked the guy. No, he really disliked him so much, so it ain't even matter.
Yeah. Yep. He just disliked him so much that he would want to leave that narrative out there a little bit longer.
Exactly. Let the people figure it out. I'm not going to be the one to clean it up.
Let the people figure it out. I'll let it linger. It'll hit up my views a little bit more. It'll add to my views a little bit more. Shit will look good.
Facts.
But yeah, everybody. So we got. It looks like the lightly seasoned podcast is on right now.
Okay.
Twiz, do you think we covered this? What do you think, man?
Yeah, definitely for now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, the future will show. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's either stand down or, you know, it can go to the next level. You know what I mean?
So we're gonna definitely have 10 Toes Down on the channel tomorrow. I'm gonna be back with 10 Toes Down on the channel tomorrow. Y'all can tap in now with the Lightly Seasoned podcast. I just put the link up. I'm gonna pin it. I'm going to pin the tag right now for it. Twiz, I really appreciate you tapping in tonight, man. You want to send in your drops?
Yeah, man. It's SV Twiz, the Hood blogger, man. You already know how we carry it. Follow me on the gram _Twiz215. YouTube, the Hood blogger. Yeah, holla at your boy, man. You already know. I'm Pro Card Radio Live familiar with my brother, Mikey T, the movie star. If y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all sub and hit the all notifications, man. If y'all seen it tonight, y'all know it could be a surprise any given time, man. So stay tuned, man. Keep your eyes glued, man. You already know what it is.
Oh yeah, Twiz, I appreciate you for tapping in tonight, bro. I don't want to keep you too late. Lightly Seasoned podcast is on. So Twiz, I'm gonna holla at you soon. We're gonna be doing a Lloyd Banks album review this week. Twiz, we doing that Wednesday?
Let's get it. Wednesday it is.
The Course of the Inevitable 2, the album review, Wednesday afternoon, you guys. A 3:30 start time, y'all.
Let's get it. You already know.
Salute, Twiz. Salute, Twiz.
Salute. Much love and respect, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all stay safe, man. Y'all know how we carry it, man.
Twiz, I'll holla at you soon, brother. Oh, my bad, Twiz.
No, I was just saying for sure, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? I'ma holler at you. All
Shout
right.
out, brother. Peace.
Appreciate you. All right, Alicia, holler at you.
Later, bro. That's SV Twiz, guys. I put it up. I'm going to end the poll right now, but I put the link up. Y'all can tap in with the Lightly Seasoned podcast. I really appreciate everybody that tapped in, watching the video tonight. Appreciate SV Twiz coming in and co-hosting. 10 Toes Down joining the channel as well. Hit the link up right now. Go join in on the Lightly Seasoned podcast. They're talking about Blue and Boosie. And I appreciate all the special guests. BIMMY, WAKA FLOCKA, keeping it real. Real shit, you guys. I'll holla at y'all soon. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'll be live tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. with 10 Toes Down.